energy assessment. Our energy expert will review your home's energy efficiency and provide a personalized report of energy-saving improvements. Plus, you may also receive energy-efficient upgrades like faucet aerators, smart power strips, and LED light bulbs at no cost to you. Don't wait to save money and energy. Schedule your whole home energy assessment today at sjgsaveenergy.com or call 201-690-7897 today.
South Jersey's official play-by-play home of the Eagles, Sixers, and Flyers.
At 0 point would I ever consider not being a fan of the team.
97.3 ESPN, WENJ, WENJ HD, Millville, Atlantic City. A Town Square media station serving all of South Jersey.
The following program is paid for by The Locker Room with Billy Schweim. The opinions expressed are not those of Town Square Media or station advertisers.
To the locker room.
Vince Papali, welcome to the locker room.
I can smell it already, Billy. What's happening, buddy?
Von Hayes, welcome to the locker room with Billy Schweim.
Yeah, hey, Billy, how you doing out there?
Rich Gannon, welcome to the locker room, Rich.
Thanks, guys. It's great to be with you.
Great Bob McElwee, NFL referee.
Hey, Bill, how you doing?
Craig Berube. Craig, welcome to the locker room.
All right, thanks, Billy.
We have the real Pat Croce in the locker room.
Let me off the bench, Coach.
And now here's your host, Billy Schweim.
It is the 1st of November here in the locker room. Nick Earnshaw filling in for Billy Schweim alongside former Kansas City Chiefs wide receiver and mainland product, Dave Klemic. Clement M., good morning to you, good sir.
Nick. And I would be remiss if I didn't say that I'm caffeinated, activated, ready to talk sports with Nick Earnshaw today. We're missing Billy a lot.
Absolutely.
He's getting his knee replaced. Or you got it replaced yesterday.
He did.
He's okay. He's better. He's in recovery right now. So prayers up for him, though, either way, because surgeries are always scary. So.
Yeah, absolutely. I got to talk to him before the show today. He's in good spirits. A little bit of pain. He's hurting a little bit, but the surgery went well. He's supposed to be discharged this afternoon, so we'll keep you updated with that as well throughout the show. But he's doing okay, to say the least. So I'll be in today and tomorrow. But we have a great show today, Clement M. We got a lot to talk about. And I got to rip you a little bit to start because I gave you some homework. I know it was Halloween, and the teacher over here, I had to give you a homework. Just watch the Sixers game. Just watch a couple minutes. You couldn't even do that, Klemic. Are you going to put your feet up the whole show?
The fact that you have time to watch every single sporting game, I mean, that's your job. It is your job. So that's what you do. I got 3 kids in diapers right now, okay?
I had some
Twizzlers.
Twizzlers
Do what I got to do.
and watching
Nick,
the game.
Listen, one day, this is a great story. Nick is telling me, he's walking to the shop, right? What should I do? I'm thinking about watching the game, and you think I should get Twizzlers today? And I go, I'm going to kill you for talking about Twizzlers. Do you know what I have to do tomorrow? Do you know what I have to do? You're living this bachelor life with,
It's great.
And you in the media. You get to watch these games. You're living the life. Everyone's living vicariously through you. By the way, Nick is so talented. He gets pulled into all these things, right?
Yeah, I don't know how it happens. I don't have time for it, to be honest.
Everywhere to do a lot of stuff. Everything from debates to, not just that, political debates too, and stuff for your college. You get to do a lot. I'm saying it on air right now. When you go big time, you have to bring us with you. Will you commit to that right now?
Absolutely.
Bring in me, PJ, Billy, all of us.
I love the deflection there from where he didn't do his homework. He just totally deflected, started glazing. It's all right.
You picked it up pretty
Listen,
quick.
we got a great show. We're going to talk some Sixers later on in the show. We're going to start with the Eagles in a couple minutes, but I do want to set up the text board question at 609-403-0973 is how you jump aboard, and we have a great question today. Listen, the Eagles they're on a bye week, so I'll start with this. I'll preface it with this. The Eagles are on a bye week this week, all right? So no birds, but the second half of the year is going to come back next week on Monday night when they play the Packers. All right, so our text board question of the day at 609-403-0973 is, what will the Eagles' record be by the end of the year? Text in your thoughts. You've already seen 8 games of them already. They're 6-2. Jalen's looked pretty good as of late. The run game got going against the Giants. What do you think they are going to end up at by the end of the season. 609-403-0973. Give us the Eagles record by the end of the year after watching them through 8 games. And also, we have a side question to that too.
This is great.
So Billy, as you know, is out today, and he had knee surgery. And we know a lot about knees in this area, okay? I think I know more about knee injuries and problems, and most of the Delaware Valley does. Not that they wanted to, but just because it's been a very hot topic of conversation with Joel Embiid over the past few years. Paul George getting hurt as well. So with that, Billy joins the club. So add this to your text messages at 609-403-0973. Will Billy Schweim have a quicker recovery than Joel Embiid did last year? 609-403-0973. Who has the faster recovery from knee surgery, Billy or Embiid? Now, Embiid went out last year in January, came back this year to start the season, so that's roughly, 10 months or so of a recovery? We'll put it at that. How long is it going to take for Billy to get back in the saddle here? Over under.
Now, Mr. Negadelphia would have a lot to say on that because
he thinks he's milking the injury.
Very critical of Embiid and his injuries, and maybe like that's rightfully so. But Billy actually is an elite Philadelphia athlete, right? He was in the Collingswood Hall of Fame now.
He is in the Collingswood Hall of Fame.
So
he also, claimed that he can, do a better workout than me and is in better shape than me as well. So. We want to know from the people out there. 609-403-0973. Give us the Eagles' end-of-year record as well as who you think is going to have a faster recovery from knee surgery, Billy or Embiid. Text in 609-403-0973. Also, later on in the show, it's just going to be me and Klemic for a majority of the program, but we will also have the high school athletes in the spotlight with Fran Mclaughlin, brought to you by the Philly Pretzel Factory of Egg Harbor Township. Each week, Fran Mclaughlin will highlight a male and female athlete for their outstanding achievement at sports. That will be at the bottom of the second hour at 11:30. All right, Klemic. So I posed a question to the audience with the Eagles and what their record could be at the end of the year. They're 6-2 right now in the midst of a bye. Where do you foresee this team going to at the second half of the season?
Well, that's a good question. With the increase in the run game in the last game, like they look good. They look really good. Now they're playing the Giants too. So that's not
They did lose to the Giants, though. That was one of the worst Philly sports nights ever on that Thursday when the Phillies lost, Flyers lost, and the Eagles lost.
That was bad.
That was a bad night.
But it does look like they're trending towards they got their stuff together. And so when you have your stuff together and you have as much talented as the Eagles, I don't think if you look at the schedule, there's anybody that can beat them. They can only really beat themselves at this point. You could ask anybody. Consensus, we have the most talented team in the NFL. There's no question about it. So your organization, right now, even us, we were frustrated. We were sitting here flipping out over the offensive coordinator, why we have 2 losses. The best record in the league still has 2 losses right now, right? So we're still
not the best record in the league. They're up there at the top.
Do we have any 1 loss?
So the Colts have the best record in the league.
Sorry.
Yes.
But anyway, we're up there, and the Chiefs are my Chiefs are trending up right now. They look good. They look like they got their stuff together. But this is what happens when you have no preseason. This is what happens. So now you're seeing people starting to get in their groove. A.J. Brown was out still, and they did well without him. Now, I was coached by Charlie Joyner, played 18 years in the NFL, played for Grambling, played for Coach Robinson, the great Coach Robinson, right? The winningest college coach of all time. He said this quote, and he told us, "Don't ever let me find out I can win without you." So Charlie Joyner would never come off the field because he's a first ballot Hall of Famer, because he wasn't the most talented guy, but if there's people behind him, he would never come off the field. And then we won without A.J. Brown. Convincingly, and we looked great. I think we looked good overall. What I think about that is that Jalen Hurts goes through his progressions better when he's not worried about having to get his boy the ball. That's his friend, right?
Right.
If he's not
well,
getting the ball,
so-called friend.
Yeah. So then if you're not getting the ball, though, then he's not – you cannot be a quarterback that is trying to make decisions based on what you see on the defense, and then in the back of your head go, yeah, but if I don't get the ball to him here, he's going to get mad at me. And
so you think they have a positive second half, to say the least?
Yes.
What would the record be? What do you think?
Well, in
to end the
17-game season, I think we'll have 4 losses.
Okay, so they only lose 2 more games the
Yeah,
rest
I
of
think
the
we'll
year.
have 4.
All right.
And one of them will probably be, at the end of the year when we don't. It doesn't.
So
really
13-4, you think the record's going to be?
Yeah.
All right. So with that, they win the division essentially. It looks like they're going to win the division. They would be the first team in 20 or so years to win back-to-back NFC East titles, which is a crazy stat to say the least. Up next, they have the Packers, Lions, Cowboys, Bears, and Chargers. That's their next 5 games. Those are not easy games to say the least. Packers are a really good team. Lions as well. The Bears have played really good football. Cowboys, it's a division foe. Even though they beat them in week 1, I think they'll beat them again. And the Chargers are still a solid team. Those are 5 tough games.
I don't think there's really any games that are easy except for you're playing Miami anymore. So
we'll talk about Miami. They might have a fire sale. By the way, the NFL trade deadline is on Tuesday. The Eagles have already made a trade. They got Michael Carter II from the Jets, another corner, one of the top slot corners in the league. Does that mean Cooper DeJean moves to the outside? I'm very curious to see how they integrate all of these corners and defensive backs in the secondary. What Vic Fangio, how creative is he going to get, right? And we know they've had some problems on the defensive line. We'll get in to an interesting player and a name that continues to be brought up. I don't know if it'll happen.
I know you're going to say
but
it.
I'm going to ask you in just a little bit on the other side, Klemic, about this certain player and how much you'd give up to get him. Now, he's got a big-time contract, lot of money. He's 30 years old. What do you make of that? We'll talk about that on the other side. I'll play some audio for you too, Klemic. All right? First hour of the locker room is powered by Surety Title. Surety provides comprehensive title insurance protection and professional settlement services for home buyers, sellers, real estate agents, and brokers, lenders, home builders, and developers, attorneys to facilitate real estate purchases as well. Surety is an industry-wide leader with a team of experts that will help you through the entire process from contract signing to closing, from the shore to Center City and every place in between. Surety Title is there for you. 15 office locations in New Jersey and PA. That's Surety Title. For more information about Surety Title, please call Ron Conklin at 856-988-8900. And the OC office, Chris Mooney at 609-399-1227. Now let me tell you about McCann Appraisers. For all your real estate appraisal needs, call John A. McCann and Associates at 609-263-7422. Whether commercial or residential properties, for estate tax or financial planning, divorce or financing, and more, the professionals of John A. McCann and Associates are licensed and ready to assist you. Call 609-263-7422. All right, we'll have much more in the locker room without Billy Schwein today. Nick Earnshaw, Dave Klemic, right here on 97.3 ESPN.
It's Philadelphia Flyers hockey tonight on 97.3 ESPN and the 97.3 ESPN free mobile app. Listen as Tim Saunders and Todd Fedork bring you all the exciting play-by-play action.
The loose puck, they score! Bobby Brink on the power play.
It's Flyers Leafs tonight. Coverage begins at 7 p.m. It's Flyers hockey all season long on South Jersey's radio home for Philadelphia Flyers hockey. 97.3 ESPN.
Ocean City's real estate market is red hot, and you need an agent that has the knowledge and expertise to help. Contact Ocean City's top agent, Mark Rhymes. Mark has been selling real estate for 30 years in South Jersey. He can answer all your real estate questions and find you the perfect property. He's available anytime on his cell at 609-425-2042. When Philadelphia star athletes are looking for a house at the beach, they contact Mark Rhymes, specializing in buying and selling vacation homes, single-family homes, condominiums, and duplexes, residential and commercial, as well as new construction projects or investment opportunities. Mark Rhymes, he's your agent at the beach. Give him a call right now, 609-425-2042, or check out his website at grimes.com.
Hi there, this is the Negadelphian from the locker room, and I might be negative about our Philly sports teams, but one thing I'm positive about is Elisa's shoes. Are you looking for the perfect pair of shoes? Then step into Elisa's shoe store on Asbury Avenue, Ocean City, New Jersey, where style meets comfort. From trendy sandals or everyday sneakers or an elegant heels for a night out, they've got it all. Their friendly team is there to help you find the perfect fit, no matter what the occasion. That's Elisa's Shoes at Asbury Avenue, Ocean City, New Jersey. Go to elisashoes.com or call 609-391-8859. Tell them the boys from the locker room sent you.
Hi, this is ex-Philadelphia Eagles tight end Ken Dunnick, and I'm the current publisher of Jersey Man and Philly Man magazine, and I'm asking you to become a Camden County police officer and help make our city a better place to live. The Camden County Police Department is now hiring for sworn officers who are going to make a difference in our community. The first year's salary for the position is $51,000. So join the effort today to be part of something bigger than yourself. Visit CamdenCountyPD.org to apply online. That's CamdenCountyPD.org. Thank you.
What if you had the smartest Wi-Fi? If you did, it'd be Xfinity, of course, and it'd come with their best state-of-the-art equipment. It would boost speeds to the devices that needed them most, prioritizing your most important connections, whether you were streaming, gaming, or gaming while pretending to work. And it would let you stream 4. That's right, 4 games on one screen. It would even power your mobile connection so you could bring faster, secure Wi-Fi speeds with you where you use it most. It would be proactive and fix problems before you knew you had them. Impressive, right? And it would have security features that protect you from threats at home and online. Kinda like a force field for your life. If you had the smartest Wi-Fi, well, everything would work together seamlessly to keep you connected, no matter what. Xfinity. Imagine that. Restrictions apply.
It's Sage Jewelers' The Great Half Off Everything sale, going on now.
Sage Jewelers says everything in the store is on sale at half off, including their watch collection, Tissot, Seiko, Citizen, and G-Shock.
That's right, 50% off their finest selection of GIA-certified diamonds, lab-grown diamonds, engagement rings, top designer jewelry collections, and more.
But hurry, the sale won't last long. Sage Jewelers, the real jeweler. Tilton Road, Northfield. Open every day until Christmas.
You're listening to The Locker Room with Billy Schweim on 97.3 ESPN and the free mobile app.
All right, welcome back into the Toms River Auto Group studios in Northfield. Nick Earnshaw filling in for Billy Schweim this Saturday morning. Yeah, we're starting it up here. We're caffeinated, activated. Klemic is joining me. Dave Klemic, former Kansas City Chief and mainland product. And we have a lot to get into. I want to continue with the Eagles. But before we get to that, we have some texts coming in. 609-403-0973. Our text sport question of the day is, what will the Eagles' record be by the end of the season? It is 8 games in. It is the bye week this weekend. That's why Schweim scheduled his he scheduled all around the Eagles. You know, that's where he got his surgery. He's like, I found the bye week. That's the weekend I'm going to have my knee surgery. And, you know, there's a lot going on about knees in this area for the past however many years. Schweim's added to the list. So our question is, give us what you think the record of the Eagles is going to be by the end of the year, as well as who's going to have the faster recovery time from knee surgery, Billy Schweim or Joel Embiid. And we have a couple of texts coming in right now at 609-403-0973. We have Thea from Mays Landing chiming in. She says, my Birds will be 14-3. Billy will recover faster, but I love Embiid. So Billy, 64 years of age, going to recover faster. You think so, Klemic? I mean,
he doesn't look a day over 63.
No, not even close. All right, Jeff from Ocean City, he's chiming in and he says, I have the Eagles at 11-6, winning the division and getting the 3 seed. Billy with a faster recovery. Embiid's career is over. He looks fine. They're 4-1. He also said, are you upset? Last night's loss put the Sixers behind in the NBA Cup. Honestly, if the Sixers won the NBA Cup, I would be so aggravated because that would probably be their championship for this era, and I'd be so mad. Like, nobody cares, Dave. Nobody cares about an NBA Cup in-season tournament. Do you?
Well,
you didn't watch it.
I don't even know what the NBA Cup is.
That right there proves my point.
You guys, I'm good at what I do, and I take notes, and I use Baldy's breakdowns. I use as many things that I can, resources I can find something that I don't know. But when it comes to basketball, you have to. He does it. You guys do a good job.
You get a fail grade for not watching.
You guys team me up pretty nice, but I didn't even know what that was. So
good, because it's stupid. It's the dumbest thing ever. The NBA Cup should not exist, and the fact that there are teams putting banners up in their stadiums of winning the NBA Cup is just totally egregious. All right, with that, let's get back into the Birds.
Well, they got to do something because the WNBA is actually better, is more watchable than the NBA.
Listen,
anymore. I'll say it.
I can't watch the NBA Cup. Watching a team put a banner up in the rafters is crazy to me. It's not a championship. It means nothing. For the fans, you don't get anything out of it. The players get a nice check if they win, essentially. That's it. I'm out. And the courts look awful, too. All right. Moving along to the Birds. All right. So this came out this week, a little rumor, okay? And I want to play some audio here from Charles Robinson, who is explaining what the Eagles would have to give up to go get a player named Myles Garrett. And we have heard his name come up and around the Eagles over the past year or so. He ended up signing a big-time contract. But take a listen to Robinson and what he had to say about the Eagles and how much they would have to give up.
If it's coming for the Eagles, those are 3 late firsts, so it's like even arguable. When you get through the draft process, you know, how many first-round grades do you really have? Maybe you have between 14 and 18 in a typical year, and that means that if you're drafting in the late 20s, early 30s, you're not even getting a player that's really considered on your board, unless you're lucky. You're not getting a player that maybe you have a first-round grade on.
All right, so there's Robinson talking about if they had to give up 3 first-round picks, and here's why this rumor came about with the Eagles' interest in Myles Garrett.
Rumor going around, and I have not heard it out of the Eagles, but I've heard it from a couple of other, like high-ranking people in other teams that are clearly on the phones, that, Howie Roseman and the Eagles are super hot after Myles Garrett, and how he'd give up like 3 first-round picks for him.
So, Klemic, would you be willing to give up 3 first-round picks? Now, the Eagles have a lot of draft capital. We know Howie Roseman's always working the phones. They made the trade for Carter this week as well. Would you give up 3 first-round picks for Myles Garrett?
Objectively, yes. Because, and he's a little older, though. But in his position, he could play for a little bit longer. So he's 29 years old. This kid's he's a freak athlete, right? 41-inch vertical. Absolutely. Yeah. If you see him take his shoulder pads off, you're like, that man was
unit.
Unbelievable. Like, it's crazy that he's a human being. It's a mutation, objectively. And he's an amazing football player. However, I wouldn't take anything for him. I would give him 0 because of what he did with Mason Rudolph and how he handled the situation. That, to me, I don't want to win with a guy like that who's a race baiting. He called Mason Rudolph, said he made racial slurs. He still hasn't rescinded his statement and say no, he didn't say that. Now Mason Rudolph has to deal with that for the rest of his career, that he said that. So I would give him 0. Myles Garrett, stay in Cleveland, where you're going to lose forever. You hit a guy in the head with the helmet, you're not.
So that has you out.
Out. No Myles Garrett. He is a worthless player because I don't want to win with them. Like I said, this is kind of crazy, but I heard people say this. I'd rather lose with winners than win with losers, and he's a loser. So, and he's an intelligent guy too. So for him, high Wonderlic score, high intelligent guy. He's not an impulsive idiot. He knows what he's doing, and he still did all the race baiting on that Mason Rudolph situation. I'll never forgive it.
All right.
Unforgivable.
I think if I'm the Eagles, I would give up 3 first-round picks for Myles Garrett. Absolutely would do it in a heartbeat. The Eagles are lacking pass rush. They are lacking it tremendously. We've seen it throughout the year. They lost Josh Sweat. They lost Milton Williams. They lost multiple guys on this roster, to say the least, in the offseason. Myles Garrett is a difference maker. And I'm going to forgive him for all that stuff at this point in his career. He seems like he has a good head on his shoulders. It was a mistake. I think he got caught up in the moment. But
it was after the game.
Yeah.
It wasn't a moment. It was after the game.
So I think for Myles Garrett, I would go give up 3 first-round picks. Now, I don't think this is going to happen because of the contract, his age, and I don't think the Browns are going to be willing to do that. The Browns are not a well-run organization. Okay, they're just not. And they're not going to give up Myles Garrett. They gave him the contract. He's going to be over there. I would personally do it. The Eagles desperately need pass rush. Now, there's another team that could have a fire sale, and that's the Miami Dolphins. And it seems like there's just so many problems. I know they got the win, right, just recently. But the Dolphins, they could give up a couple of pieces. Now, do you think Howie Roseman, it feels like he's always trying to make a move, right? He's always out there making moves, making calls. He calls up the Jets, gets the trade done for Michael Carter II. Joe Douglas comes back to the Eagles. I'm sure that helped facilitate the trade. What, in your estimation, is it the pass rush that the Eagles need the most, or was it the secondary? They kind of cleaned that up, and Carter's had some different injuries throughout his career, which is why they were able to probably go get him. What do you think the Eagles need the most, and what has stood out to you where they need to desperately improve in the second half?
Well, for one thing, we don't blitz a lot. We don't. It's not we do the Predator thing with Vic Fangio. He doesn't like to blitz a lot. He likes the pressure on the defensive backs, right? So, but if we decide to change the way that we play our defense and just sack the quarterback, then you know what I'm saying. It's a different thing. So I think it's more of a philosophy. I think our defensive backs are very competent. What happens in I'm going to go back in time a little bit. Back in like late 90s, early 2000s, if you remember, the University of North Carolina defensive line, all 4 of them were first-round draft picks, all the starters, right? Freaks of nature. Their defensive backs had so many interceptions, it wasn't even funny. They had, what's the kids from, he ended up playing for the St. Louis Rams. Anyway, he had like 13 interceptions.
Right.
And the kid he would just say, like, you're just floating the ball up for us for interceptions. You get turnovers out of that. But I think when in an NFL type of a defense, I just think, and you're not going to send that many people. You're not going after the quarterback. You're just trying to contain them. I think we go into the defensive backfield a little bit more. I think personally, I don't think it's a defensive line thing. If it was, and we weren't getting the sacks, we're not attacking the quarterback that way. It doesn't.
For me, I think it's definitely the defensive line. The offensive line has struggled because of injuries, and haven't been able to get the run game going as much. I mean, Dickerson's been hurt, Cam Jurgens out as well, but they were able to get the run going against the 25th ranked defense in the Giants last week, which was very a positive, right? And the offensive line has not been the same as it was last year. You lose Mekhi Becton. They've had some injuries. It has not been the same. But I think on the defensive side of things, especially when Jalen Carter's not there, they're not getting to the quarterback at all. I just don't trust them enough. Now, Jalen Hunt has played much better as of late. They lose to Darius Smith. They're bringing BG back, who's, I think going to give you maybe like 15 snaps a game, about somewhere in that range at this point for the Birds. But they don't have a ton of depth, and that's the problem. If you remember the year they went to the Super Bowl the first time against the Chiefs, they added a couple guys, and Ndamukong Suh during the middle of the season, so you have fresh guys coming in and out of that lineup. That has been something for me that I've noticed. They just don't have enough depth. And I think everyone has kind of seen that from this team, because we know Vic doesn't love the blitz, and that's his scheme, that's his style. You had to have Jahad Campbell rush a little bit more, right? You get Nakobe Dean back. The linebackers have been great, but you don't have that top guy other than Jalen Carter in the middle. On the edges, it's really thin at this point.
Yeah, I agree with you too, but it's just a philosophy that we have. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't think going with Myles Garrett and spending that much money right there
I would do it.
Listen, as an athlete, I 100% agree.
He's so good.
He is.
He's
I'll
all
never
time,
take that
Dave.
away from him. He's
All
one of the
time.
most freakish players there ever was.
All
I just
time.
Feel like but you bring BG back, you have a culture that,
and that's a big part of why I think that he comes back, right? Like,
Right.
he is the leader in the locker room, and maybe he can help elevate the Jalen Hunts of the world, right? And some of those younger guys on the defensive line, and it's a positive. Getting BG back is a positive. It's not a negative. I'd like to see him go out on top. Maybe they go out on top again this year, right? And have him retire. Let him go off into the sunset. Like, the fact they had to bring him back, it rubs me the wrong way, especially with Smith, who was your guy who led you in sacks. He retires.
Yeah, I'll give you an example. In my locker room in Kansas City, my rookie season, we had Derek Alexander, the OG. Now he was the OG. He's like our dad. You know what I mean? He's like watching over us. Like, he's the OG. So when you lose him, and we didn't have him when I came back the third season, he wasn't there. And then I felt like it was some younger guys there. We had Eddie Kennison in there, who was, he's older, but he's only like his 4th, 5th year.
Right.
Derek was in like his 10th year.
And this is a young defense.
Yeah. So I was like, gosh, I'm looking for the guy to like follow and to tell us how to be a professional and how to act in this situation. Okay, when can we relax? When do we need to push it? And he would, because he's been a seasoned veteran, he knows that stuff, and he knows when he needs to, when he gets a first down, do something to hype us all up, and he knows when you get a touchdown, when to go back and just hand the ball back. You know what I mean?
Yep.
You understand being a pro, and I feel like BG, will do that for the entire defense, and then it levels up from just having him on the field. He could be you could hire him as a coach, actually.
Yeah, there's kind of like Kyle Lowry with the Sixers. Yeah. He's on the roster, but he's more of a coach and a leader at this point. BG, obviously, pretty much the same thing, but he'll play a little bit more than Kyle Lowry, to say the least.
He's got some gray hairs, though. Hey, how about when we went to the Cowboys game and he came out?
Yeah, God, that was awesome.
I cried.
I know, you're an emotional guy.
I know.
You got emotional.
I'm a Vermeil guy. I'm an old soul. But when
great.
He started waving at everybody with this kid that
was it was
dude,
awesome.
I was crying.
You can't not get choked up at that, right?
Up.
All right, on the other side, we'll talk a little bit more about the BG situation, as well as A.J. Brown as well. You're getting BG back. Can he get that locker room to be a little bit more cohesive and together? So we'll talk about that. Mike Gill had Malcolm Jenkins on, and he talked about that. So we'll play a little clip from that there, Dave Klemic. By the way, the first hour of the locker room is powered by Surety Title. Surety provides comprehensive title insurance protection and professional settlement services for home buyers, sellers, real estate agents and brokers, lenders, home builders and developers, and attorneys to facilitate real estate purchases. Surety is an industry-wide leader with a team of experts that will help you throughout the entire process from contract signing and closing, from the shore to center city and every place in between. Surety Title is there for you. 15 office locations in New Jersey and PA. That's Surety Title. For more information about Surety Title, please call Ron Conklin, 856-988-8900, or the Ocean City office, Chris Mooney, 609-309-1227. All right, let me tell you about La Scala's Beach House. We love La Scala's Beach House. I love the margarita pizza. La Scala's Beach House in Brigantine opened a few summers ago to rave reviews. It's your home away from home for a large selection of Italian, American, and seafood favorites, just like your grandma made. Plus, you'll love their famous pizza, daily specials, and game day menu. Eat in or take out at La Scala's, 1400 Ocean Avenue in Brigantine. That's LaScalasBeachHouse.com. Let's eat. All right, when we return, we'll have more on the Eagles plus the Sixers right here on 97.3 ESPN.
Tomorrow on Compass Media Network's coverage of the NFL, it's a heavyweight showdown of the AFC as the North and South Division leaders square off in Week 9. It's the Pittsburgh Steelers hosting the Indianapolis Colts. Hi, this is Chris Carino. Join Brian Baldinger and me as Jonathan Taylor and the Red Hot Colts head to Pittsburgh, where Aaron Rodgers and the stout Steelers stand in their way. Colts Steelers. If it's the NFL, it's right here.
It's NFL Sunday on 97.3 ESPN. Coverage begins at 12:30.
Train presents The Unstoppables. Those captains of comfort, those gargantuans of the guarantee, those satisfaction savants who persevere perilously beyond probability as the raconteurs of reliability. Here's to Train's heralded heroes of heating and air conditioning, those comfort kings with a tireless tenacity for total turnaround. The Train Comfort Specialists. Just one more reason why it's hard to stop a train.
Hi, this is Joe Lenigan, owner of Lenigan Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling. Call us today for your free train system quote at 609-399-1200 or online at ocnjplumber.com. And please don't forget to ask for the military and senior discount.
Calling again, again and again. Calling again, again and again.
Tax season at Tom's River Volkswagen means we're paying the sales tax. Yeah, we've got over 1,000 vehicles on sale and we're paying the sales tax. Tell that nasty old tax man to go straight to Tom's River Volkswagen or Tom'sRiverVW.com because we're paying the sales tax.
Hi, this is former Kansas City Chiefs wide receiver David Klemic. Are you looking for the ultimate spot to go catch the big game? Bulldog Sports Bar and Grill in Galloway Township is your home for great food, cold drinks, and non-stop sports action. Whether it's an NFL, MLB, NBA, or NHL game, they've got all the action on their big screen TVs, plus one in every booth. Sink your teeth into their famous wings, juicy burgers, thin crust pizza, and signature stromboli. Thirsty? They've got ice cold beers on tap and handcrafted cocktails that keep you refreshed. So bring your crew, grab a seat, and feel the energy at Bulldog Sports Bar and Grill in Galloway Township. It's where sports fans go to win. Tell them Dave Klemic sent you.
Looking to lower your energy bills and boost home comfort? South Jersey Gas has you covered with a no-cost in-home, whole-home energy assessment. Our energy expert will review your home's energy efficiency and provide a personalized report of energy-saving improvements. Plus, you may also receive energy-efficient upgrades like faucet aerators, smart power strips, and LED light bulbs at no cost to you. Don't wait to save money and energy. Schedule your whole-home energy assessment today at sjgsaveenergy.com or call 201-690-7800. 4897 today.
Actual price will depend on product and subscription plan. Featured products are compounded drug products, which the FDA does not approve or verify for safety, effectiveness, or quality. Prescription products require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate. See website for details, restrictions, and important safety information.
Want a boost in and out of the bedroom? Hims has you covered. Introducing a new 2-in-1 approach to level up your game. Tadalafil for better bedroom performance and zinc for testosterone support. Turn things all the way up and find affordable treatment options at up to 95% less than brand names at hims.com/joy. That's hims.com/joy.
Nothing goes better together with championship football and playoff baseball than the Piccalilli Inn. For game time, skip the lame chains and order the Piccalilli Inn's world-famous wings for eat-in or carry-out in 6 packs to go. Get your chicken wing fix on Route 206 in Chemung, New Jersey. Visit Piccalilli.com.
You're listening to The Locker Room with Billy Schweim on 97.3 ESPN and the free mobile app.
Welcome back in, 97.3 ESPN, The Locker Room with Billy Schweim. I am Nick Earnshaw, filling in for the Schweiner alongside former Kansas City Chiefs wide receiver Dave Klemic. Dave, a lot to get to. You didn't do your homework last night. We're going to continue with the Eagles, but first, 609-403-0973. Make sure you chime in on our text board at 609-403-0973. It's how you jump into the conversation. Our question of the day is, what will the Eagles' record be at the end of the year? They're in the bye week right now, 6-2. Where do you think they end up? Klemic said 13-4. I'm right in that range. I think you're kind of right. Now, they do have a tough schedule we mentioned earlier. Packers, Lions, Cowboys, Bears, Chargers in the next 5 weeks after the bye this week. So that's a tough schedule. A little bit of a gauntlet there for the Birds, but I think you're right. I think they're somewhere in that territory. I'm going to go 12-5. I think they lose 3 games. I think we get a little nervous during the time as we end the season. It's a tough schedule, but I think they win 12 games. I think they end up with 12.
Why do you think that they're going to lose the extra? Here's the reason why I said
pass rush.
Okay, but here's what I think. Once you have a team that's as confident as the Eagles are, they never lack confidence, right? They never lack confidence.
No.
Sometimes organization, sometimes execution. Confidence, this is a very confident young team. And I feel like once they're on their roll, remember we were like undefeated from all of last year up until we lost one this year, right? That was at 20 games in a row or whatever. This team is streaky. They're going to go on some kind of streak right now. They know they're working on all cylinders. They worked out all the kinks. There is no preseason. I think we're going on a roll. And the only people that can stop them is themselves.
I'm going to go 12-5. I think there's a couple of losses in there. They're on the road against the Packers. They come back against the Lions, on the road Cowboys, back against the Bears, on the road the Chargers, then the Raiders, Commanders, Bills, and Commanders.
Yeah, it's a tough schedule. It's a tough schedule. They always put the tough schedule on the Super Bowl champ.
It's a tough schedule there, especially at Buffalo at the end of the year. The Commanders, I think they'll finally figure it out a little bit towards the end of the year, getting Jaden Daniels back healthy. I think they split with the Commanders at some point, and then there's a goofy loss in there somewhere. The Eagles are always prone to one of those, I feel like.
What did we get? Name one we had last year, though, once we were on a roll.
Well, last year, a little different. I mean, that fluke game against Atlanta early on in the year where Saquon Barkley dropped the pass, scored a touchdown to essentially win the game, and then the defense couldn't stop anything. That was a fluke loss. Like, they have stupid losses like that.
But also, who got his confidence back?
They did, and that was early on in the year.
Now, you saw Saquon Barkley get that long run, and he was like, I'm back. Like, he's back. He just needed a little bit of his own confidence.
Yeah.
Even in his bad plays, he still looks an insane athlete. Like, you can tell he's just capable of doing anything.
Yep.
If he has a little tiny space. And again, when Jalen Hurts goes under center, like they did last week, they allowed him to get the ball.
I'm glad you brought that up.
At 6-7 miles per hour at the line of
6-7, huh? 6-7 miles an hour. There you go. I'm glad you brought that up. So it was funny. I was listening to the Sports Bash yesterday. Sal Palantonio was on with Mike Gill. And he mentioned an interesting stat. We've noticed Jalen going a little bit more under center, which has been great, obviously, because of the injury to Cam Jurgens as well. His snap to throw is the 3rd slowest in the NFL. What do you make of that stat? How important is that stat, Dave? Because, listen, he's played well over the course of the past couple weeks, played well without A.J. Brown against the Giants. And no, they're not a better team without A.J. Brown. Let's get that straight. but his snap to throw is third slowest in the NFL. Heard that from Southpaw yesterday. How important is that for a quarterback to get the ball out quick?
Well, if you think about the pass rush is about 2.2 to 2.5 seconds, right? That's so without your guy really getting his hands on somebody, if he has a free release and he beats the number, like 2.5 is like the number or whatever it is. I think it's like 2.2 or 2.3. If you just had a guy line up, 3-point stance, and run get you, it's going to take him about 2 seconds to get there. 10-yard sprints are like, between 1.5 and 2 flat or whatever, right? So this is a little sports science, a Klemic performance method.
Look at KPM coming in clutch here this morning.
So if you got hands on a guy, it takes him 2.5 seconds. You can throw the ball and get the ball off. You're not going to get sacked. You're not getting in trouble. Tom Brady made an entire career out of beating the system. He goes, I'm going to get this ball out in this shorter period than you can get to me. So it's like having long arms. Like it's like fighting John Jones. He can hit you, but you can't hit him.
Right.
So he gets that ball out very quick. He takes a deep snap and then gets the ball out quick. Right. That's the thing. So if in all the solution would be to get the ball out faster. Tom Brady did the color on the last game, and he said when Jalen gets the ball out quickly, he's very dangerous,
very efficient.
When he holds on to it a little bit too long. This when we have problems, right? And it's not just him; it's any quarterback, that
any
does
QB,
that.
right?
And he made an entire career out of quick release.
609-403-0973. We're talking a little Birds this morning. Listen, the Birds are very, very good coming out of the bye. Nick Sirianni, very good, coming off of a bye week, giving them extra time. They also have the extra day with it being Monday Night Football next week against the Green Bay Packers, so that helps them out as well. But text in what you think the Eagles' record will be at the end of the year. Staying at 6-2 into the bye week. What's it going to be by the end of the year? I'm going 12-5. Clement going 13-4. I'm not
Haters
being
go 12-5.
Being realistic. It's a great record. There's nothing wrong with that.
Nick, you're not a hater.
12-5, and I'll go to the text board as well. 609-403-0973. Danny HT agrees with me. 12-5, but a good-looking eye test. 12-5. Eyes don't lie. We, as the greatest sports fans on earth, Eagles fans, know the difference. So Dan is in agreement with me. 12-5. 609-403-0973. Give us what you think the Eagles' record will be at the end of the year. Also, who has the quicker recovery time? Schweim or Embiid? They're both the other pals now. Both having knee surgeries. How quick is that recovery time going to be for Schweim? Text in your answer. Is it going to be faster than Embiid? 609-403-0973. I do also want to report, if you're just joining us, that Billy's doing well. His surgery went very well. He's in good spirits. A little bit of pain, he told me. He called me this morning. We had a nice chat before the show. He's doing good, but let us know. He's, we talk a lot about knees on these programs over the past how many years now? He's doing all right. Is it going to be quicker than Embiid, though, Klemic?
Well, apples to apples, Embiid didn't have his knee replaced, so that's a little bit different.
That's what I mean.
But as I think we tested Billy Schweim's vertical leap one time, and somehow it went into the negatives. I didn't know you could jump negative, and
will it be better or worse after this?
I think it's going to be better.
Really?
And I think he'll be able to beat up his brother a little bit more too. Bobby, if you're listening,
he got knee replacements too, didn't he?
Yeah, so I'm saying now it's going to be even. But I think
even match now.
Yeah, even match.
It's evenly matched now.
Anybody,
if they want to tussle,
who knows what we're talking about.
By the way,
they always fight each other. It's hilarious.
By the way, Game 7 tonight on Rock 104.1 of the World Series. We caught the World Series last night. Dodgers did extend the series to a final Game 7. That's going to be something interesting. That will be on Rock 104.1 tonight. The Flyers and Leafs, they will be on 97.3 ESPN tonight. I might be going to the game tonight, apparently.
The Flyers?
Yeah. Mr. Negadelphia invited me.
And you're going to sit in good seats there, right?
I know.
Were you in the box?
I don't know.
Yeah, probably.
He didn't tell me.
Probably.
It could be the nosebleeds. I
Doubt
got to take PG up in the nosebleeds with me one day.
Yeah, why don't you take
me
him
and
to a
PG
game?
went 2 weeks ago. Was
Yeah.
that 2 weeks ago? Yeah, I can't remember.
Nick was there when Embiid hit 70.
I was
and
there.
We were all
and you know what's funny? I was there. That was a last-second thing. Me and a buddy of mine from college were like, hey, you want to go to the game tonight? We had to see each other in a while. Like, yeah, let's go watch Sixers. We were all the way up. I mean, there was like only 2 rows before the wall up top in the nosebleeds. saw Joel Embiid drop 70. One
That's
of the greatest
crazy.
games I've ever been to.
Crazy.
It was fantastic. But there's nothing better than the nosebleeds. So maybe I'll take PJ one day and we'll go sit up in the nosebleeds. Teach him a lesson up there. All right, moving along. We've been talking about the Eagles as well. And get your texts in, 609-403-0973. Give us the Eagles record by the end of the year. What do you think it's going to be? They're at the bye, 6-2 record on the season. What's it going to be by the end of the year? And also, who's going to have the quicker recovery time, Schweim or Embiid? You know, I don't know how long his recovery will be, but I could see him, being on a minutes restriction next week if he comes back into the studio.
Yeah, like I think we're gonna have to get here early and carry him up the stairs.
Yeah,
I think
he's gonna be on. He's like, he even told me, he's like, you and Klemic might have to carry the show when I return a little bit. So
Really?
we're gonna put him on a minutes restrction.
You can't shut him up. You should see.
I'm just saying. That's what I've been told.
We're shutting him up. But Billy, we do wish you the best, man.
Yes. We love you.
Also, we're gonna have a new graphic for the Thanksgiving time. If you're watching us or following,
We got the
online.
Halloween up. It's November 1st, but it's still Halloween weekend.
Yeah, we have a surprise for Billy for that one too.
All right, I love to hear.
And then,
it.
as every year, what do? We do when Christmas time comes around, we'll have another graphic for that. And me and Nick put together the "Twas the Night Before
Twas
Football."
the night before football. It's a great thing. 609-403-0973. I did want to play this audio because we had talked about it earlier in the show about Brandon Graham returning. Malcolm Jenkins, former teammate of his, Super Bowl champion. Malcolm Jenkins, very important to that Eagles defense, winning that first Super Bowl. Take a listen to what he had to say about Brandon Graham and him coming out of retirement.
The TVs are now kind of big. They got all the 4K and everything. I'm watching to see if I could imagine myself running into guys, and now those days are done. So it's more, it's hats off to BG. He can still do it. We know his engine's still going. This is one thing that was going to keep going, especially the trash talk. So I'm excited to see that getting going.
I thought that was a great clip from the Sports Bash yesterday. Mike Gill having Jenkins on. The trash talk's like one of the best parts, and like he's just so like talented at it. I love watching those mic'd ups of BG, but it's not like it's in bad taste when he's trash talking either. Like it's fun watching him trash talk everybody because he's such a positive human being, and having a guy like that in the locker room is huge. Now, he had torn triceps at the end of the year last year. Like, that's a big deal. Like, coming off of that at his age, late in his career, and he's coming off the edge. Remember that. He's coming off the edge. He's in the trenches there. But he's probably, I think he gets 10 to 15 snaps a game, but I think this is more so just having a little bit of depth and getting that guy back in the locker room to help it's a young defense out there.
He's doing this out of the goodness of watching it, and he can't stand aside and watch it mess up. Like, he's like, I can't. If I can do this at all, they're going to pay him probably league minimum to just walk in there and be part of the club and just help him out. He sees he can't help it. Now, Malcolm Jenkins brings up a great point, going, I'm not done, though. I'm not done. Like, he's kind of done. Malcolm, I was listening to Nate Burleson talk about him, the end of his career, and how he always thought of his career like a woman, and how the woman not only was it done with him, but it moved on. And he's like, Nate Burleson has this whole thing where he's like, hey, I'm still available. And they're like, hey, we're good. We're good. They moved on, and you should move on too. Nate Burleson cracks me up, right? But BG, he's not done. The thing is, he's never going to be done. Some people are never done. Now,
I brought this up on Nuggets. I don't know if it was last week or a couple weeks ago. Who'd you think, if you had to choose, like if you didn't know BG was coming back, Brandon Graham or Jason Kelsey, who would have been the first to return?
I already thought Jason Kelsey was coming back again.
Really?
I just thought he
I
was.
thought so too, but he's got a lot going on off the field.
He's got a lot going on. We saw him at the soccer game.
Yeah, that's right. We saw the women's national team play against Portugal. They fell in that one 2-1, but they showed him out on the big screen. Kylie was there too.
Yeah.
They're always around.
Well, I think
he's enjoying retirement.
I think Zach Ertz's wife was there too. Zach Ertz.
Julie Ertz, yeah, because she was on the national team for years.
Yep. So, yeah, Jason Kelsey. I still think he's coming back. Sometimes I still think Tom Brady's
he's
coming
done.
Back. But
TV's
he's
not coming
making
back.
more money right now, probably in the media than
He's lost
playing.
some weight too. He's lost some weight clearly,
He
Jason
did.
Kelsey. So I don't know. Cam Jurgens does a pretty good job.
I don't
under
like
center.
it when the big guys lose weight. To me, I always see my teammates come back, and I'm like, Dude, their head looks huge. Yeah, it just doesn't look like they lost weight. It just looks like their head got real big. And I'm like, I liked it when you were fat, man.
Oh, the big lineman? Oh, man. Yeah, I thought Kelsey was for sure getting the itch. Like, he just seems like a guy who has the itch. I'm sure, like, it crosses his mind a ton.
Yeah. But the thing is, BG's going to have a media career also. Like,
Yeah,
he
will.
He definitely will.
Yeah,
So
he's got a podcast already,
he's
you know.
going to,
He will too. By the way, we got a text in from the Schweiner.
Nice.
He said, just finished PT. I'm ahead of schedule, baby. Maybe he's got a quicker return than we thought.
I don't know what the recovery on a brand new plastic
knee,
but
is he be jumping higher than Joel? Is that going to happen?
Billy's going to go from negative. Now, I did listen to his workout regimen.
He thinks he has a better workout.
And I don't know that it's like, you know, when you're doing like the Thigh Master, if that's going to take out Nick Earnshaw right now. But he was working his butt off. He was. That's
I'd be curious to see Schwein breaking a sweat in the gym. It's not far from me. I should just pop in one day just to see him and surprise him.
Yeah.
That's not gonna be for a while though. It's not gonna be for a while.
And you'll see him in front of the TV screen or whatever.
Yeah, I wonder what he's watching. He couldn't watch somehow Schwein always finds a dumb TV. Like they didn't have Prime at the hospital, so the clicker, he couldn't get the Sixers game last night.
Man.
He's texting me, calling me, telling me he couldn't watch the Sixers game. So you both didn't do your homework.
Billy versus technology is one
Billy
of our
versus
favorite
technology
things ever.
is the greatest thing of all time.
Goodness gracious.
All right, we're roasting him today. It's all right. We love you, man. All right, the first hour of the locker room is powered by Surety Title. Surety provides comprehensive title insurance protection and professional settlement services for home buyers and sellers, real estate agents, brokers, lenders, home builders, developers, and attorneys to facilitate real estate purchases. Surety is an industry-wide leader with a team of experts that will help you throughout the entire process from contract signing to closing. From the shore to center city and every place in between, Surety Title is there for you. With 15 office locations in New Jersey and PA, that's Surety Title. For more information about Surety Title, please call Ron Conklin, 856-988-8900. All right, just about everybody in our area has heard about the Jersey Man and Philly Man magazine that is run by ex-Philadelphia Eagle Ken Dunnick. But were you aware of their private business network they call the Legacy Club? Every month, they hold private events at upscale locations in Philadelphia and South Jersey that attract 200-plus top business people. If you have an interest in attending one of these events and see it's a fit for your business, send an email to ken@jerseymanmagazine.com or call 856-912-4007. All right, Nick Earnshaw filling in for Billy Schwein alongside Dave Klemic. Will be back right here on 97.3 ESPN.
It's the NFL on Sports USA because the Kansas City Chiefs come into Buffalo to butt heads with the Bills. The Chiefs are led by Mahomes, Kelsey, and a receiver that is definitely worthy.
And he's going deep, got a man open inside the 10, at the goal line, touchdown, Xavier Worthy.
The Bills have a
Emergency services. No job too big and no job too small. Call Tom Jackson and Sons Electrical Services. They do it all. Call for a free estimate. 609-399-1999.
Call Tom Jackson and Sons for electrical. They're number one.
Hi, this is Billy Schwein. If you're injured or if life takes an unexpected turn, you need a team that'll fight for you. At McMonagle, Perry, McHugh, Meshach, and Davis, you'll get battle-tested trial lawyers with decades of experience standing up for justice. Whether it's personal injury, criminal defense, or complex civil litigation, when everything is on the line, you want attorneys with experience and a reputation as one of the most successful firms in the United States. Call McMonagle, Perry, McHugh, Meshach, and Davis, 215-981-0999, or online at mpmpc.com.
Every year, hundreds of children suffer from unintentional injuries or death due to unsecured guns. Camden County and Moms Demand Action South Jersey are asking for your help to reduce gun violence by spreading the Be Smart message.
Store guns unloaded, locked, and separate from ammunition.
and talk to other parents about secure gun storage.
It's up to us to prevent these tragedies and save lives. Visit CamdenCounty.com/BeSmart to learn how we can stop gun accidents and deaths together.
The Home Depot has everything you need to turn your home into a beacon of holiday cheer. So whether you're going all out or just adding a few holiday touches, we've got you covered with trees, yard decor, and more. Save time decorating with one of our easy-to-assemble pre-lit trees or pick up a piece from our Yuletide Lane decor collection and fill your yard with holiday joy. Whatever your style, find everything to get your holidays started at the Home Depot.
Hi, it's Pete from Chicky and Pete's. Warm up this fall with an incredible seafood boil. Try the Uncle George with succulent snow crabs, tasty mussels, and shrimp. There's the Pete's Feast with 2 pounds of sweet succulent crab legs, a dozen shrimp, clams, and a pound of mussels. Or create your own boil. Add a lobster tail or a delicious Dungeness cluster. Include smoked sausage, corn, and potatoes, served in our tasty broth, made with white wine and our signature seasonings. A shellfish lover's dream at Chickies and Pete's. Hi, it's Pete from Chicky and Pete's, the official sports bar of your world champion Philadelphia Eagles. Go where the players go. Come join us all season for Eagles pep rallies, watch parties, and the best in-game experience anywhere. Ice cold draft beer, world famous food, and fan-friendly fun for every Eagles game. Every Monday night in South Philly, the Jordan Mailata Show, presented by Miller Lite, followed by Chicky and Pete's Players Lounge with a current player, hosted by Ike Reese and Hugh Douglas. Go where the players go. Chickies and Pete's.
You're listening to The Locker Room with Billy Schweim on 97.3 ESPN and the free mobile app.
All right, we're turning it up. 97.3 ESPN, The Locker Room with Billy Schweim. I am Nick Earnshaw, filling in alongside Klemic, former Mainland product and Kansas City Chiefs wide receiver. He is joining me for the next hour or so. We got you until noon today. I'll be in tomorrow as well alongside the Negadelphian and our buddy Alex Berardis. So we have a fun weekend planned. And keep chiming in. We love the text coming in. Billy's doing well. He texted in. He's already ahead of schedule, apparently, to say the least.
I mean, how can you know that by this point? But
It's been how many hours? It hasn't even been a day yet. How are you ahead of schedule?
Oh,
it's
man,
good to
he's
hear
the
that.
best. Very positive. Speaking of Mainland product, Mainland's playing Ocean City in a state playoff at Mainland at 11 o'clock. I'll be on air. I'll give updates. And you can watch it on YouTube, but watch us anyway. Just listen to us first.
Yeah.
But I'll give you the updates if you're listening.
You can
to
watch
this.
us on the X platform, YouTube, the whole nine.
So I'll give you the updates on the Mainland game. But it's a huge one because it's across the bridge.
Yeah.
How about this? Neat local stuff. The state is giving us a hard time about lighting the bridge up green if we win or red if they win. They're stepping in and saying we control the lights, not
that's
you.
no fun.
How stupid is that?
That's no fun.
You ruin the entire
have some fun
This
here.
is what I call paralysis by analysis. Stay out of it. Stay out of
seriously.
it. Let the rivalry happen.
Yeah, it's fun. It's a fun
thing to do.
It's bragging rights.
Shut up, state.
It's bragging rights. 609-403-0973 is how you jump aboard. On the other side, we're getting to a little bit more 76ers. I know they lost last night. We got to talk about them. Klemic didn't do his homework, so I'm going to rip him for that. But we'll get into Joel Embiid, Edgecombe, Maxey. There has been some really positive things with the Philadelphia 76ers to start the year. It's been really good. I know last night they lost, but they didn't get their win, their fourth win, I should say, until 18 games into the season last year. Have some fun. Enjoy the 76ers. On the other side, that's what we'll get to. 609-403-0973. We'll take your text. Give us your record for the Eagles by the end of the year. They're at the bye, 6-2 so far. Text that in along with who you think has the faster recovery with the knee surgeries, Embiid or Billy Schweim. Text it in, all that and more right here in the locker room. Nick Earnshaw, Dave Klemic filling in for Billy right here on 97.3 ESPN.
Hey, this is Josh Hennig inviting you to join me this Saturday for Hanging with Hennig, 12 to 3 p.m. on 97.3 ESPN. We will be talking about the Sixers' hot start to the season with the Athletic 76ers beat writer Tony Jones, NFL Week 9 Sunday preview with fantasy football analyst Andy McNamara, and we will catch up with undefeated South Jersey heavyweight boxer Bruce Selden Jr. Hanging with Hennig on 97.3 ESPN is sponsored by Tropicana Atlantic City and the Gridiron Pit, the ultimate watch and wager experience, powered by Caesars Sportsbook, the only sportsbook Sportsbook app offering you Caesars Rewards. Work of Art Construction, make your home look brand new with Art Master's 40 years of construction experience. Yesterday's Creekside Tavern, featuring the sound on for every Eagles, Sixers, and Flyers game at South Jersey's best sports bar in Marmora. And Boxing Insider Promotions returning to Tropicana Showroom in Atlantic City Friday, November 7th with another action-packed fight card that's Hanging with Hennig this Saturday from 12 to 3 p.m. on 97.3 ESPN. Streaming live on YouTube and X.
With other language learning apps, I was just playing games. I wasn't really learning. Babbel's different.
Babbel was designed by over 200 language learning experts to be the most effective way to learn another language.
Every time I open the app, I can choose to work on my writing, speaking, or listening. And it saves my mistakes for me to review, so I'm constantly improving. Before Babbel, I thought I just wasn't good with languages. But now I'm speaking French. Tout ça, c'est grâce à Babbel.
Save up to 50% on your Babbel subscription when you sign up at Babbel.com. Babbel.com.
Celebrating family fun since 1955, Storybookland in Egg Harbor Township is more than just rides. It's an atmosphere. They bring classic childhood stories to life with creative displays throughout the park. Have fun at your own pace and enjoy all you can see and do in this fully shaded theme park. Get your tickets and check out their upcoming special events at Storybookland.com.
Create your own story at Storybookland.
Bring the whole family and create your own story at Storybookland.
Whatever your vision for holiday decorating, the Home Depot has what you need to bring it to life. Like our warm white holiday lights with steady lit technology, so your lights stay glowing even if one bulb fails. Whether you're going for a soft, warm glow or a colorful display of holiday cheer, choose from our wide variety of holiday lights starting at $5 in store only. Find everything you need to get your holidays started with the Home Depot.
Hey guys, listen up. The holidays are coming, and don't you want to look your best for that special lady? At New Jersey Trim Clinic, we're South Jersey's #1 choice for weight loss injections, and we're here to help you shed those extra pounds and feel great. Imagine slipping into that favorite outfit and turning heads this holiday season. Our cutting-edge GLP weight loss injections are designed to help you lose those stubborn pounds and transform your body. No extreme dieting or grueling workouts needed. With real results and countless success stories from men just like you, it's time to take the first step towards the new you. Our convenient location in Somers Point, New Jersey is ready to support your weight loss journey with personalized plans tailored just for you. Don't wait. Visit us today at njtrimclinic.com or call us at 609-382-TRIM. That's 609-382-8746. Take advantage of the opportunity to look and feel amazing this holiday season. Your transformation starts now at New Jersey Trim Clinic.
South Jersey's official play-by-play home of the Eagles, Sixers, and Flyers.
At 0 point would I ever consider not being a fan of the team.
97.3 ESPN, WENJ, WENJ HD, Millville, Atlantic City. A Town Square media station serving all of South Jersey.
To the locker room.
Vince Papali, welcome to the locker room.
I can smell it already, Billy. What's happening, buddy?
Von Hayes, welcome to the locker room with Billy Schwein.
Yeah, hey, Billy, how you doing out there?
Rich Gannon, welcome to the locker room, Rich.
Thanks, guys. It's great to be with you.
Great Bob McElwee, NFL referee.
Hey, Bill, how you doing?
Craig Berube. Craig, welcome to the locker room.
All right, thanks, Billy.
We have the real Pat Croce in the locker room.
Let me off the bench, Coach.
And now here's your host, Billy Schwein.
All right, hour number 2 here in the locker room. Nick Earnshaw alongside former Kansas City Chief, who is caffeinated and activated, Dave Klemic. We're taking you through this Saturday morning until noon. In for the Schweiner, who had his knee surgery. Remember to text in 609-403-0973. Let us know what you think the Eagles' record will be by the end of the season. On the bye week this week, 6-2. Coming off of the bye, they'll play the Packers next week in week 10, right? Yeah, week 10. Can I count? Am I allowed to count? Can I count? Can I do math? Dave Klemic, can you do math? Yeah, we can.
I can't do math anymore without my phone or some calculator. Or
Dude,
whatever.
I am
It's
bad.
just done.
This is why I'm doing this. I yap for a living. That's why I do that. So text in what you think the Eagles' record would be, as well as who you think's going to have the quicker recovery time, the Schweim or Joel Embiid. Now, it's about 10 months since January when he went out with his knee issue. He might even get back. Schweim might even be back before Paul George. Who knows? He might even be back before him. Podcast B had knee surgery over the offseason as well. So we know too much about knees in the Delaware Valley, to say the least. But with that being said, we're going to get into some Sixers in a second. But I don't know if I told you this, Klemic. Schweim's going to call in. And guess what? We got him on the line right now.
Oh.
We got him on the line right now from the hospital bed. You know what? He is calling in while not even out of the hospital yet, after surgery. He's in. Let's go to the Tom's River Auto Group Sports Hotline and welcome into the locker room the host of the show, Billy Schwein. What's going on, Schweiner?
Oh, dude, I am in so much pain. But you know what? It's Klemic. It's like getting hit in the early preseason. You love that pain. You know what I mean?
Oh, you love it. You like it.
No, but I'm hurting pretty good. And Dr. Seth Stake just came in here and he talked to me, let me know how the procedure went. Everything's looking good. And it's gonna be rehab's gonna be tough, but you got to get it done. And I would be remiss if I didn't know if I was going to be able to call in because I didn't know what kind of condition I'd be in. But I obviously can talk. A little raspy. I've got a little dry mouth from the pain medicine. But I wanted to call in and thank you guys for doing a great job and entertaining everybody with the sports, hot topics for sports. And last night, Nick, you're right. I couldn't watch the Sixers game last night.
You somehow find a way always to find a dumb TV. You never have a smart TV.
Wasn't my fault.
You should have brought it with you.
And then I tried to get it on my phone and it wouldn't work either.
Oh, Billy versus technology. It is the best matchup you could ask for in the tri-state area. But Schwein, we're glad you're doing well. Sixers 4-1. I know you heard our text board question with the Eagles. So since we got you on the line, they're 6-2 at the bye. What do you think their record is going to be by the end of the season? And also, we added to the text board, are you going to have a quicker recovery than Joel Embiid? So answer both of them for me.
Let me ask the second question first. Absolutely.
Well, he's already back. He's already on the air. From the hospital bed.
Technically, I'm back, right?
It's great.
As far as the Eagles go, I'm going to say, and Joe Lenigan's going to get mad at me, but I'm going to say 12-5.
All right, I agree.
It's only for one simple reason. It's a tough schedule, and we don't know what the future, like injuries can play a part of it. So as of right now, I'm going to go 12-5.
All right, I'm with you. I think they're going to have, like your dumb TV, a dumb loss. I think there's going to be one of those type of losses in there somewhere. But this is a really good team. They're in a good spot. If you told me they were 6-2 with the schedule that they do have, and they have a tough schedule after the bye as well. They have the next 5 games: Packers, Lions, Cowboys, Bears, and Chargers. They have a gauntlet here, Schwein, but you got your aesthetically pleasing win without A.J. Brown against the Giants, which was very helpful last week.
Yes, and I wrote my article for 97.3 ESPN.com like I do every Friday. Josh edits it and posts it for me. I wrote that the Eagles won more than just a game last week. What they did for Cam Scatterbo and how they reacted, I thought it was a total class move. I think the Eagles will somehow be rewarded for their – Scatterbo put out a statement saying how much love he felt for the Eagles and their fans, and Big Dom went out there. Dave, you know what I mean? When you're hurt and people do that, they come see you, and the opposing team, you get a standing ovation. That went a long way, man. Guys, I guarantee players around the league saw that. They'll make a mental note.
Well, take it from me, who broke his leg in a game. It was in NFL Europe, actually, but the guy that broke my leg played for the Indianapolis Colts, and he came because it was in NFL Europe. He called me in the hospital. His coach called me in the hospital. A bunch of coaches around the league call me, like people that I'd been in touch with, and we were overseas at the time, but
you can't put a price on it, Dave.
I remember that to this day.
I guarantee there are athletes, players that might be free agents or down the line say they want to play for this organization. Not only that, the fans give it scatterboo, and we get a bad rap.
Yep.
Philadelphia fans get a bad rap. That was total class.
No, it was total class. Big Dom, showing up with cheesesteaks, things of that nature. I will read the statement for you guys from Cam Scadaboo after that game. He said, quote, "Thank you, everyone, for the support. Surgery went well. I just want to thank the city of Philly for taking the best care of me. Every moment I spent in the hospital with family and friends, I felt loved and supported in every way. Thank you to the doctors, surgeons, and staff that did their best work on me. This is just the beginning of my journey, and I can't wait to show you guys all about it. God has a plan for me. Stick to the course, and it will all work out." Be all.
And I'm telling you what, I'm laying here in my hospital bed and just hearing, it's just like stupid stuff, like just between the three of us, like hearing you guys talk about me and everything, put a smile to my face. Can you imagine what it did for, seriously?
Yeah.
Can you imagine what it did for Cam Scadaboo and future maybe free agents that say, I want to play there. I want to play for the Eagles.
Yeah, well, maybe we'll see at some point, but it was definitely a class act by the Eagles organization, Big Dom, the whole crew. And listen, Eagles got to win, but that stuff's more important, to say the least. It takes precedent over the game.
All right, let me say one other thing before I let you go, because I'm going to get tired real quick.
Yeah, I can't believe you're doing this. This is crazy. Right. How about Schweiner getting back into the program?
Put a smile on my face. Put a smile on my face. Listen, I will say this. The Flyers and 76ers are they are so much fun to watch because the enthusiasm, the energy in which they play, and then the newness, the freshness, the anticipation of seeing how they do and how they handle it. Even though Joel Embiid missed that buzzer beater last night.
All right, listen, that play was not designed for him, and you could tell.
If DJ Edgecombe took that shot, he would have made it.
It's like he's ripping Embiid. He's like, my knee's bionic. I'm going to get back quicker than you.
All right, well, listen, I love you guys.
We love you.
We love you, man.
And Nick, you guys doing really well. You got me glued to my radio. And I know tomorrow you'll have another outstanding show with Mr. Nega W, PJ Corda, and Alex Berardis. Once again, guys, thank you so much, and I should be back in the studio next Saturday and Sunday.
All right, we love to hear it. Schweiner, thanks for calling in from the hospital bed following surgery. We love you, man. Get some rest, would you?
I say it.
All right, there's the Schweiner checking in from the hospital. I mean, guy gotta love it.
That's dedication.
Dedication.
Right there. I love that guy. You know what? It's a neat thing to see someone who loves what he does.
Yeah.
That's somebody who loves what he does. He lives this. You know what I mean?
Loves it, lives it.
So, it's fun to work for him.
Yeah, and it's an honor that he entrusted us two knuckleheads to to run the show today.
Yeah, I know he's getting nervous when I started going off about this Mason Rudolph thing.
Oh,
he's biting his nails. Oh, Dave, shut up. If he was there, he would have cut me off.
All right, 609-403-0973. You just heard from the Schweiner. It sounds like he's going to beat Embiid with the recovery. He's going to be back in. He called in. I mean, did he already win? Is that already a win? I mean, technically he's back.
I think he's
from
back.
the hospital bed.
Exactly. If he's talking, he's back.
He's back. So I guess he won. I guess the question's mute now.
Right.
I guess it's mute at this point. But still chime in your thoughts on that conversation. Billy returning back from surgery. I guess he's already been faster than Joel Embiid at this point. Also, give us what you think the Eagles' record will be by the end of the year at 609-403-0973. On the other side, I'll read a couple texts. We'll get into that Sixers talk, mention the Flyers as well. And we have the high school athletes in the spotlight with Fran Mclaughlin, sponsored by the Philly Pretzel Factory of EHT, coming up in just a few moments. But first, I want to tell you about the Circle Liquor Store. For over 83 years, Circle Liquor has offered the best selection of beer, wine, and spirits in South Jersey. Just a stone's throw away from Ocean City, it's a landmark. With a friendly staff, it's no wonder Circle Liquors was named Best of Philly and Best of Atlantic City with the most competitive prices around. Circle Liquor is now a proud sponsor of the second hour of the locker room with Billy Schwein. Throwing a party? Let Chet and his staff make sure you have everything you need. Check out their website at circleliquors.com or give them a call at 609-927-2921. That's 609-927-2921. That's Circle Liquor Store. Tell them the locker room sent you. All right, let me tell you about McCann Appraisers. For all your real estate appraisal needs, call John A. McCann and Associates at 609-263-7422. Whether commercial or residential properties for estate, tax, financial planning, divorce, financing, and more, the professionals of John A. McCann and Associates are licensed and ready to assist you. Call 609-263-7422. That's 609-263-7422. All right, we have much more here in the locker room. Nick Earnshaw, Dave Klemic filling in for Billy Schwein right here on 97.3 ESPN.
Hey, it's Mike Gill. Join the Sports Bash every Monday live at the Fanatic Sportsbook in the gallery at Ocean Casino Resort. Get your game on with the elevated bar and lounge, 12 slot machines, blackjack, roulette, and a dedicated area with 4 betting windows and 11 kiosks. The ultimate sportsbook experience. Go where fans become fanatics. The Fanatic Sportsbook in the gallery at Ocean Casino Resort. And join the Sports Bash live from 2 to 6 with me, Mike Gill, every Monday.
Ocean City's real estate market is red hot, and you need an agent that has the knowledge and expertise to help. Contact Ocean City's top agent, Mark Grimes. Mark has been selling real estate for 30 years in South Jersey. He can answer all your real estate questions and find you the perfect property. He's available anytime on his cell at 609-425-2042. When Philadelphia Star athletes are looking for a house at the beach, they contact Mark Grimes, specializing in buying and selling vacation homes, single-family homes, condominiums, and duplexes, residential and commercial, as well as new construction projects or investment opportunities. Mark Grimes, he's your agent at the beach. Give him a call right now, 609-425-2042, or check out his website at grimes.com.
Hi there, this is the Negadelphian from the locker room, and I might be negative about our Philly sports teams, but one thing I'm positive about is Elisa's shoes. Are you looking for the perfect pair of shoes? Then step into Elisa's shoe store on Asbury Avenue, Ocean City, New Jersey, where style meets comfort. From trendy sandals or everyday sneakers or an elegant heels for a night out, they've got it all. Their friendly team is there to help you find the perfect fit, no matter what the occasion. That's Elisa's Shoes at Asbury Avenue, Ocean City, New Jersey. Go to elisashoes.com or call 609-391-8859. Tell them the boys from the locker room sent you.
Finding an electrician that is dependable, prompt, and experienced is important. Tom Jackson & Sons Electrical Service is just that. Servicing Atlantic and Cape May counties for 40 years, Tom Jackson & Sons Electrical Services specializes in both commercial and residential work and provides 24-hour emergency services. No job too big and no job too small. Call Tom Jackson & Sons Electrical Services. They do it all. Call for a free estimate, 609-399-1999.
Call Tom Jackson and Sons for electrical, they're number one.
It's Sage Jewelers, the great half-off everything sale, going on now.
Sage Jewelers says everything in the store is on sale at half off, including their watch collection, Tissot, Seiko, Citizen, and G-Shock.
That's right, 50% off their finest selection of GIA-certified diamonds, lab-grown diamonds, engagement rings, top designer jewelry collections, and more.
But hurry, the sale won't last long. Sage Jewelers, the real jeweler. Tilton Road, Northfield. Open every day until Christmas.
With other language learning apps, I was just playing games. I wasn't really learning. Babbel's different.
Babbel was designed by over 200 language learning experts to be the most effective way to learn another language.
Every time I open the app, I can choose to work on my writing, speaking, or listening. And it saves my mistakes for me to review, so I'm constantly improving. Before Babbel, I thought I just wasn't good with languages. But now I'm speaking French. Tout ça, c'est grâce à Babbel.
Save up to 50% on your Babbel subscription when you sign up at Babbel.com. BABBEL.com.
When it's your turn to host the party on game day or for making holiday parties a snap, skip the lame chains and have your party catered by the Piccalilli Inn. Call now to hear about catering packages that include their world-famous wings, tails, and ears, or inquire about having the Wing Wagon come to your office or event. Get your chicken wing fix on Route 206 in Chemung, New Jersey. Visit Piccalilli.com to order now.
If you can't stop it, stop back. The Piccalilli Inn.
You're listening to The Locker Room with Billy Schwein on 97.3 ESPN and the free mobile app.
All right, welcome back into The Locker Room, 97.3 ESPN. Nick Earnshaw filling in for Billy Schwein alongside former Kansas City Chiefs wide receiver Dave Klemic. And we're having a blast. We just got to talk to Billy from the hospital bed. Yes, he's already made his return before Joel Embiid. The day of pretty much the day of the surgery, within 24 hours, he's back on the air, Klemic.
No, that's right. When the doctor said he's ahead of schedule, he was like, I can't believe this guy's won't shut up.
Our text board question is mute. It's mute. It doesn't even matter anymore. He already beat him. Within 24 hours is nuts.
He's back on the job. Also want to update you guys. Mainland is up 9-0 in the state playoff game against Ocean City at Mainland in the first quarter, 3:37
There you
left.
go.
I think I have to think that it was a safety first, and I didn't see it, and then the touchdown.
How about that? That's going to be a close.
Ocean City just beat Cedar Creek, who was number 6 in South Jersey. So this should be a good game.
Yeah.
Mainland did win earlier in the season, but anyway, I want to update everybody on that one. I'm going to go over there as soon as this is over so I can see the
You
end of
don't
it.
stop, do you?
Never stop.
No. You're running all over the place. You're caffeinated and activated. Now, if you had, I just want to ask this. Like, I just thought of this. How many coffees do you have a day?
Well, I get
energy drinks.
At least one for every kid. So I have 3. The other day I set a record. Though. I set my record. I hit
One for every
I hit
kid.
a coffee
Crazy.
shop 4 times in one day. But my kid doesn't. My little Brooks
4
doesn't
espresso
sleep.
shots in a day?
Brooks does not sleep yet. He's terrible at sleeping. So we're struggling with that a little bit. So if you see.
By the
me
way,
awake-
happy belated to Erica. I know we said it last
Yeah,
week, but
yeah.
happy belated.
Yeah, happy birthday. I will.
Yep.
But she's a beast. Every woman who's raising a kid or 3 and has to put up with this sleeping thing. It's so hard.
I've been getting much
how do
more
you
sleep.
Operate without sleeping? I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know either.
So therefore, caffeinated,
activated, ready to go.
Anybody wants to sponsor that right now? We've had some requests in the past that have kind of fell through, but we'll take them.
Take them.
Billy, he's like, I got an idea for this and this, and I'm like,
I'm gonna blame. I think it was Johnny Griner who got him started on coffee. What a mistake! That guy does not need coffee.
No.
Did you hear how energetic he was?
Yeah.
On the phone.
Here, you know, who got me?
He's laying up in bed right now in a hospital room.
This is a true story here too. This is a football story. I was in a meeting probably in my 3rd season. This is my 04 season.
Yeah.
Johnny Morton, who played for the Detroit Lions for a very long time, and then with Barry Sanders, that Johnny
That
Morton.
crew. Yep.
So Johnny Morton, I was sitting there falling asleep in one of the meetings, and he's sitting right behind me, and he taps me on the shoulder. He goes, "Follow me." And I go, he's like, we're gonna get some coffee right now. You'll wake right up. And he's a seasoned veteran, so
Yeah.
I'm like, all right, I'll go with it. I don't want any coffee. No, done it. I'm fine. He's like, no, you're not. Watch this. We go in there and get a couple coffee, and we come back. I am answering questions that haven't been asked yet.
Oh, no.
I am all over. I'm standing up on my seat. I'm like, where was this?
You're like standing in
for
your
my
seat,
whole
asking
life?
questions, having all this ball of energy.
So then me and Johnny both live downtown in Kansas City in the plaza, and I'd meet him at Starbucks every day. We'd come up with these. He helped me with how to, order drinks and this and that. And then we started bringing an espresso machine into the locker room. It was all fancy. We had all the different flavors. Oh my gosh! So Johnny, I just texted Johnny yesterday.
One for each kid
to tell him we were talking about him. Yeah.
One for each kid.
Yeah.
Is crazy. I do 1, maybe 2 a day of an energy drink or coffee.
Oh yeah. So these people that drink energy drinks, you're just having a coffee.
Yeah.
It's the same thing.
Well,
it's just coffee's more natural
yes,
than the energy.
it is
Less processed.
It is less processed. Not good all the
But
time.
that's the history. And Johnny Morton, who, if you remember when I think Coach Fonts from Detroit, made fun of him.
Yeah,
And he
yes.
left and went to San Francisco after that. So we got him after that late in
Right.
the season. And I learned a lot. That's talking about leadership and like having Brandon Graham. Let's tie this all together. Johnny Morton taught me so much about how to read the defense myself. And I had, at that point, nobody had really said, here you can read the defense. You can see how they're going to react and how short you have to cut the one route a little bit to make that come open. And I said, wow. And he's like, why are you telling me this? Like, he was like, well, you know what I mean? Like, I'm going to retire soon.
Yeah.
I don't want you I wouldn't tell a younger guy who was going to take my position, but like, you should know this. And I was like, wow, like no one had really told me that yet.
Yeah, no,
Not
you didn't
really.
realize it.
Nah.
Right.
So when I said, holy moly, there's some things you can do within the route while running the route that you can adjust to make the throw a little bit easier. Put it that way.
It seems like the Eagles' routes have gotten a lot better, to say the least, over the past couple of games. Better route running, better route concepts for the Birds. They've been much better. So with that being said, text in 609-403-0973. Let us know what you think the Eagles' final record would be. They're at the bye right now, 6-2. Text in what you think the final record would be. I would say text in if Billy's going to have a quicker recovery than Embiid with his knee surgery. He's already back within a day. So, I mean, you can't beat that as well with Billy coming back that quick. All right, we'll get some text real quick here on the text board, 609-403-0973. We have Richard in Blackwood. Always have a few friends out there in Blackwood. He said, given the Eagles' past success and their strong start this season, he projects they will finish the season 13-4. They are finally clicking well both on the offense and defense. They've shown the ability to start strong and maintain momentum, and the rest of their division is weak. That momentum will carry them all the way to the Super Bowl. Repeat, go Birds. Also, Billy will obviously recover faster than any of our rundown athletes. Sadly, he's got more motivation to return to the airwaves than our athletes do to return to the field of play. And that was just in the last block shown. He's from the hospital bed back.
We couldn't stop Billy from being on this thing.
No.
What would it take to get him to not be on here?
Clearly,
I don't know.
it's going to take a little more than just a knee, a replacement of his knee.
Maybe something to do with his mouth.
Yeah, something. How can you mute him? That's a very difficult thing to do.
One thing nobody ever says is when Billy's somewhere is, hey, is Billy Schweim here? No one ever.
We know he's not here today.
Yeah,
pretty clear.
Guy, as soon as you walk into a Jersey Man event, you don't need to look.
No,
you know right where he is. There's a crowd forming.
Yeah.
And someone's very loud, and you know what I mean, Billy. We love you.
609-403-0973. A couple more texts come in. Hey, guys, you're doing a great job while Billy's out. I was in the shower while Dave tried to spar a fight between me and my brother. Bobby Schwein chiming in.
Oh, Bobby Schwein.
Just to be clear, I have 2 fake knees. He's only got 1. And the only way he can beat me is when he sucker punches me or sneaks me when I'm not looking, but he will recover before Embiid.
All right. Well,
here we go. Bobby chiming in.
I will facilitate this fight too, and I love when they get after it because I don't think there's better radio than when the two of those guys are on there ripping each other. In my opinion, I would pay a lot of money to just be around.
You know, former producer Danny Ryan, I introduced Billy to AI, artificial intelligence, and we asked, who's the more famous Schwein?
Oh yeah, this is one of my favorites.
I did it on Saturday, and AI said that Billy is. I set that up for Danny, and wow, the gloves were off that day.
Oh, man.
That was one of the most funny radio shows I've ever listened to.
That was funny, man.
609-403-0973. Justin from Ventnor chiming in. He's agreeing with you. A lot of agreement with Dave Klemic today. Eagles being 13-4 by the end of the year. He said, and my man Billy will recover faster, and Beats dragging it out, according to Justin and Ventnor. We appreciate that.
Thanks, Justin.
From Justin.
Finally, someone agrees with me. But I will say,
everyone was agreeing with you. You got a lot of 13-4s today.
You are an actual media guy. I'm a color commentary guy. Actually, it's funny that I've been in media for almost 10 years now, like at least between color commentary and everything. I've been doing it for a while, and now radio the past 3-4 years. And I'm like,
you're a media guy now, though.
I know. I'm kind of like, I still point at you guys like you're the media guys, but you guys know you guys are our encyclopedias. So take that. I have my own opinion because of my thing, but the media guys, when I listen to the what's the name, Ryan Clark, say something to Pete, but he doesn't know what he's talking about.
Oh, Peter Schrager.
Peter Schrager. I didn't like that.
Yeah, that was a rough one. I didn't enjoy that either.
You don't need to play the game. There's certain things that
There's different aspects of covering the game. Having the insight as a former player, very important. But also as an analyst outside, looking at it from a broader perspective, I think.
Right. I can listen to Josh Hennig. And
Hanging with Hennig, by the way, coming up at 12.
Coming right up. He's a brilliant man. You are, Nick. You are brilliant. Pete, everybody, you guys are real media. You know how to the history of the league and kind of where you see the trends. I know inside the lines a little bit, and it can be very interesting.
And that's what makes the locker room the locker room.
It makes the locker room, right? Yep. But yeah, so you could take that with a grain of salt. But somewhere in between the two of us, that's probably the answer. If there was, maybe there'll be a tie in there.
So maybe a tie, right?
14-1, what? 14-3-1.
Nah, they're not winning 14.
Somewhere in the
they
middle.
win 14 games. Heck yeah! I think I think they're good enough. Like, I wouldn't be shocked if they win 13 games. Like, it's one more game, right? I think just something happens. I think 12-5 with this team. They've had some injuries right on the offensive line. That has hurt them a little bit. Defensively, how much better are they going to be going throughout the rest of the season towards the end? And they have a tough schedule. That's what. And listen, they're playing well. They've come out of the bye very well. Nick Sirianni, really good off of a bye. Jalen Hurts, really good off of a bye. You give them an extra day because they come back on the Monday night game against the Packers. And listen, Jalen's been really good this year, especially the last couple games on the year. Over 70% completion percentage, 1,600 yards, 15 touchdowns passing, 1 pick, 1 interception. He's got a 114.4 passer rating. I just can't. The guy wins. Like, the guy just wins, and I don't care how it really looks. I think he's a top 10 quarterback. I think he's within 6 or 5 in that range. I think that's where he belongs. But he finds a way to win, and it's been proven over and over. He throws one of the nicest deep balls in the league, in my estimation. And he didn't have A.J. Brown against the Giants, and they still had a pretty nice day passing the football.
Yeah, he's put some, what I would call a juicy dime right on Devontae Smith deep like that. I don't know. You can't make a better throw than that.
Yeah.
And he's done it in clutch situations.
Well, the microwave society we live in, where it's like one clip of a bad play, all of a sudden he's a bad player, and that's the narrative. It's just crazy to me.
I don't see him making bad plays.
No.
I see him making safe plays
Safer
that we
plays.
want him to take.
It's
a shot on.
Sometimes it's a little too conservative. But listen, they're 6-2. I think they're going to have double-digit wins again. You as well. It's going to be a fun second half.
Yeah. Billy, I want to say, has bet a couple times. Not bet, but he's picked against the Eagles. He was right 2 of them.
Yeah, he was.
Not
Give him credit.
But he's been and he's a real media guy too. But you guys know your stuff, and I was trying to chime in, but you guys actually know your stuff.
609-403-0973. Give us what you think the Eagles' record will be by the end of the season. 609-403-0973. 6-2 right now. What's it going to be? How many wins will the Eagles end up with at the end of the year? Text in here on 97.3 ESPN. Nick Earnshaw alongside former Kansas City Chief and Mainland product Dave Klemic, filling in for the Schweiner here in the locker room. And on the other side, we're going to get the players in the spotlight, high school athletes in the spotlight, sponsored by Philly Pretzel Factory of Egg Harbor Township with Fran Mclaughlin. That is on the other side. But first, for over 83 years, the Circle Liquor Store has offered the best selection of beer, wine, and spirits in South Jersey. Just a stone's throw away from Ocean City, it's a landmark. With a friendly staff, it's no wonder Circle Liquors was named Best of Philly and Best of Atlantic City with the most competitive prices around. Circle Liquor is now a proud sponsor of the second hour of the locker room with Billy Schwein. Throwing a party? Let Chet and his staff make sure you have everything you need. Check out their website at circleliquors.com or give them a call at 609-927-2921. That's 609-927-2921. That's Circle Liquor Store. Tell them the locker room guys sent you. All right, you've got to get to Lascala's Beach House. Lascala's Beach House in Brigantine opened a couple of summers ago to rave reviews. It's your home away from home for a large selection of Italian, American, and seafood favorites, just like your grandma made. Plus, you'll love their famous pizza, daily specials, and game day menu. We love Lascala's, love their margarita pizza. We do a couple of the Eagles pregame shows there. We have another one coming up in December as well. So make sure you get down there late in the year, but just get down to Lascala's anyway. 1400 Ocean Avenue in Brigantine. That's LascalasBeachHouse.com. Let's eat. All right, when we return, we'll get the high school athletes in the spotlight from Fran Mclaughlin right here on 97.3 ESPN.
It's the NFL on Sports USA, because the Kansas City Chiefs come into Buffalo to butt heads with the Bills. The Chiefs are led by Mahomes, Kelsey, and a receiver that is definitely worthy.
And he's going deep, got a man open inside the 10, at the goal line, touchdown, Xavier Worthy.
The Bills have a dynamic duo on offense in James Cook and Josh Allen. It's the Chiefs at the Bills, this Sunday on Sports USA.
It's NFL Sunday on 97.3 ESPN. Coverage begins after Game 1 of our triple header.
Train presents The Unstoppables. Those captains of comfort, those gargantuans of the guarantee, those satisfaction savants who persevere perilously beyond probability as the raconteurs of reliability. Here's to Train's heralded heroes of heating and air conditioning, those comfort kings with a tireless tenacity for total turnaround. The Train Comfort Specialists. Just one more reason why it's hard to stop a train.
Hi, this is Joe Lenigan, owner of Lenigan Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling. Call us today for your free train system quote at 609-399-1200 or online at ocnjplumber.com. And please don't forget to ask for the military and senior discount.
Call and again and again. Call and again and again.
Hi, this is Billy Schwein. If you're injured or if life takes an unexpected turn, you need a team that'll fight for you. At McMonagle, Perry, McHugh, Meshack, and Davis, you'll get battle-tested trial lawyers with decades of experience standing up for justice. Whether it's personal injury, criminal defense, or complex civil litigation, when everything is on the line, you want attorneys with experience and a reputation as one of the most successful firms in the United States. Call McMonagle, Perry, McHugh, Meshack, and Davis, 215-981-0999, or online at mpmpc.com.
Hi, this is ex-Philadelphia Eagles tight end Ken Dunnick, and I'm the current publisher of Jersey Man and Philly Man magazine, and I'm asking you to become a Camden County police officer and help make our city a better place to live. The Camden County Police Department is now hiring for sworn officers who are going to make a difference in our community. The first year's salary for the position is $51,000. So join the effort today to be part of something bigger than yourself. Visit CamdenCountyPD.org to apply online. That's CamdenCountyPD.org. Thank you.
Oh, no.
Ah, that's the sound of someone who's misplaced
My debit card.
their debit card.
Where'd I leave that thing?
Not at the gas pump, or the checkout counter, or the roof of your car. Now, if he has the Chase mobile app, he can use Card Lock.
Wait, I could just lock my card.
Yep, just a few tippy taps on his phone, and that sound? That's peace of mind from Chase.
Chase mobile app is available for select mobile devices. Message and data rates may apply. JP Morgan Chase Bank N.A. member FDIC.
Hi, it's Pete from Chicky and Pete's, the official sports bar of your world champion Philadelphia Eagles. Go where the players go. Come join us all season for Eagles pep rallies, watch parties, and the best in-game experience anywhere. Ice cold draft beer, world famous food, and fan-friendly fun for every Eagles game. Every Monday night in South Philly, the Jordan Mailata Show, presented by Miller Lite, followed by Chicky and Pete's Players Lounge with a current player, hosted by Ike Reese and Hugh Douglas. Go where the players go. Chickies and Pete's.
You're listening to The Locker Room with Billy Schwein on 97.3 ESPN and the free mobile app.
All right, welcome back in. Broadcasting live from the Toms River Auto Group studios in Northfield. Nick Earnshaw alongside Dave Klemic, filling in for the Schweiner. We heard from him at the top of the 11 o'clock hour. And by the way, Dave, this show is just flying today, like usual, per usual, to say the least.
I mean, we're having some fun over here, and we're talking sports. What's better than that? Except for I'm watching the Mainland game, and actually, by the quick update, Mainland's got up 15-0 at the beginning of the second quarter. One touchdown just got called back to Liam Kennedy. I don't know what happened. It was like a 15-yard penalty, and they're punting right now.
How about that? There you go. And speaking of high school sports, it's now time for the Locker Room's High School Athletes Players in the Spotlight, sponsored by Philly Pretzel Factory of Egg Harbor Township. Each week, Fran Mclaughlin, owner of the Philly Pretzel Factory of Egg Harbor Township, will highlight a male and female high school athlete for outstanding achievement in high school sports, brought to you by the Philly Pretzel Factory of Egg Harbor Township. All right, now let's go to the Toms River Volkswagen Sports Hotline and welcome into the locker room our good buddy, Fran Mclaughlin. What's going on, Fran?
What's up, guys? How we doing today?
Doing fantastic. As you heard, Klemic giving some updates on the Mainland Ocean City game today. A lot going on in high school sports. I know you've been paying attention throughout the last week, per usual.
Yeah, climbing in, stealing my thunder. I was literally just ran inside to double check to see what the score was. I was going to give you the live update, but he's faster than me. What can I say?
I know. He is a pretty fast guy. Chief's fastest man, right?
Once upon a time.
Once upon a time. All right, Fran, tell us what's going on in the high school world this weekend.
Yeah, so obviously the state playoffs will be going to sectionals. Obviously big game over there at the Corral at Mainland. They're off to a good start. If you're a Mainland fan, they beat Ocean City during a regular season pretty handily. So that game's going on this morning. You had a couple games earlier this week, a couple Thursday night games. Cedar Creek and Pleasantville both picked up wins in their respective games to move on to next week. Not a playoff game, but a big game nonetheless in a non-public last night. Holy Spirit tops St. Augustine in overtime. Holy Spirit will begin its playoff run in non-public next week, and then they still have that showdown for the division title, or at least a piece of the division title on Thanksgiving Day against Atlantic City. So moving along into the football playoffs, good time to be outside where the weather's been pretty good. So also of note, and Ocean City will be a big factor in this, the state sectional cross country is going on today. Ocean City has got a chance to claim individual and team gold in South Jersey Group 3. I think that's at Dream Park today. So good luck. A lot of local athletes are competing in that today. So we're moving along, and before we know it, we'll be inside watching basketball.
Yeah, it's rolling, to say the least. The fall sports starting to come to an end, getting closer to the finish line, and in the winter sports, they're going to be rocking and rolling soon, too. All right, Fran, it is now time for our high school athletes in the spotlight. Who do we have this week?
Well, this week we have on the girls' side, the girls' athlete in the spotlight is Brady Boyd, Jr. from Ocean City High School girls volleyball. Boyd registered her first triple-double of the season earlier this week, and it couldn't come at a better time, as she had 24 kills, a season-high 15 aces, and 10 digs to help propel Ocean City to its first Cape Atlantic League Tournament championship with a 5-set victory over Our Lady of Mercy. She also did have the game-winning or match-winning spikes for the final point that touched off her teammate's celebration. No truth to the rumors, she also drove the team bus that night. But Brady has been pretty good all season. She recorded double-digit kills in all but 4 games for the Red Raiders, including a season-high 31 kills during a win against Absegami. Her 238 kills this season ranks her amongst the top 20 in the state. And then on the boys' side, our boys' athlete in the spotlight is currently playing right now, and that's going to be Nate Cashy, senior kicker from Mainland Regional High School football. Hey, Nick, what's the old adage? There's only 2 certainties in life, death and taxes.
Yes.
Well, let's put Cashy's ability to connect on extra points as a close third.
Wow.
A 4-year starter, Cashy was only 13 during his first varsity game when he went 5 for 5 on extra points. Later that season, he went 8 for 8 on tries in a game against Atlantic City. He matched that feat 3 more times his sophomore season. He recently set the New Jersey state record for career PATs as an astounding 205 for 221 in his career. That's a lofty 93% clip for those mathematically challenged. Cashy doesn't get a lot of field goal tests, but did register a career-long 38-yard field goal, actually accounting for all the Mustangs' points with a pair of field goals a few weeks ago in a loss against Winslow. Cashy will continue his football career in the Ivy League at the University of Pennsylvania, where he will pursue his passion for biology and medicine. Once again, another fine kid. Gotta love these overachievers. There's so many great high school athletes. So congratulations to Nate Cashy and Brady Boyd, this week's Philly Pretzel Factory of Egg Harbor Township athletes in the spotlight. And as always, Nick, they will get a Philly Pretzel Factory gift card, good to use at any location, and a free Pretzel Factory a free pretzel coupon to use at the Philly Pretzel Factory in Egg Harbor Township that they can share with all their teammates and coaches.
That is absolutely fantastic, Fran. Just outstanding stuff. I mean, 5 for 5 on field goal kicks, that's awesome. Awesome. So congratulations to our high school athletes in the spotlight, sponsored by Philly Pretzel Factory of Egg Harbor Township. As always, Fran, thanks again. We appreciate it, and we'll talk to you next week.
Sounds good. Have a good day, guys.
All right, there's Fran Mclaughlin for our high school athletes in the spotlight, sponsored by the Philly Pretzel Factory of Egg Harbor Township. Each week, Fran Mclaughlin, owner of the Philly Pretzel Factory of EHT, will highlight a male and female high school athlete for outstanding achievement in high school sports, brought to you by the Philly Pretzel Factory of Egg Harbor Township. You get a mainland product in there, Klemic.
Yeah,
how about that?
We're watching them right now. Again, 15-0 right now. It's a couple minutes before halftime, and Mainland is punting right now, it looks like. You know what? That's a huge rivalry. And, I used to think that we played each other during the day because there was fights after the game.
Oh, God.
Fights would happen at night, and they were, on the bike path. And
so it's everywhere. A legit rivalry.
Oh, yeah. Well, one time, one of our players at Mainland stuck the flag down in the middle of the field, and there was, a bench-clearing brawl. This is a couple years ago.
Seen that.
When I was doing TV.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, my gosh. There's a kid that was very humble that you would never think to do that. And it just was it's just the emotions kind of take over because you're playing across the bridge. You're playing for the lighting up of the bridge.
I remember calling rowing games, and there was this one game I can't remember who it was against, but they started stomping on the logo after the game, and after the game, just a big brawl. They had to break it off, the whole nine.
Yeah, you don't disrespect those logos, man.
No,
those it's a cool rivalry, man. When I was playing. Dude, we played him in the playoffs at Ocean City, and if you remember Vice-Kahima, how we used to box the goalpost, right?
Yeah.
And John Stone, who ended up playing for the Oakland Raiders, he boxed the goalpost at Ocean City, and everyone didn't even throw a penalty because I don't think they realized what was going on. The refs weren't really looking, and he's boxing the goalpost in kind of in Vice-Kahima fashion.
Yeah.
And they didn't even call the penalty on it. And everyone was flipping out. It was and John's a very modest kid, so he did that to be fun. And it was, and then I think a lot sparked from that. So
609-403-0973. Before we get out of here, make sure you get in what you think the Eagles' final record will be by the end of the year. Obviously, the Eagles in the bye week this week at 6-2. Had a nice little run to end their first half of the season, heading into the bye against the Giants, against the Vikings, getting a couple victories. Jalen Hurts looking much better. The running game looking much better. And before I get out of here, and we get out of here and we hand things over to Hanging with Henning, Josh Henning and the crew. Alex Berardis in studio with Josh today. I want to talk about the run game, Dave. Tank Bigsby, I think, is a huge X factor in the second half of the season. They got the run game going with Saquon Barkley. I know it was, in garbage time a little bit. He got most of his yards, had 104 yards on the ground. Finally got some playing time a little bit ahead of A.J. Dillon. I heard Sal Pal on the Sports Bash yesterday saying after that fumble, A.J. Dillon, not looking too great for him. Tank looked really good. The fact they can limit Saquon's carries a little bit and get him through the rest of the season, I think that's a huge X factor heading into the second half of the year.
Yeah, because it's one of those things. If you see Tank Bigsby on the field, you automatically think pass because you don't have that in there. You're like, okay, so then you get the surprise factor of the element of surprise. Like, oh, you're going to run Bigsby when you have Saquon on the bench?
There was some gaping holes for him in that game against the Giants.
Yeah,
gaping holes.
Yes, because you think, well, Saquon's out. They're definitely going to pass right here. You know what I mean? Why would you hand the ball? You get the most valuable running back in the league right there. Why are you going to hand the ball off to this guy?
I think that's going to be a lethal 1-2 punch heading into the second half of the season. I think the Eagles are going to get really creative with Tank just in certain spots, right? Like, remember, they had Kenny Gainwell in certain spots last year where they were able to use him and get him involved. This year, A.J. Dillon, he's been all right, but he had that fumble. I think Tank is a much better runner. They get him in the trade with Jacksonville. Now, special teams has not been as great, to say the least, even since they traded for him. But I think Tank, having that weapon out of the backfield behind Saquon, you can feel really confident. And I like that they got the screen game a little bit involved last week, too.
Yeah, and also putting Hurts under center. And it will open up your run game a lot. You're allowing just by sports science, if you can hand the ball off to somebody moving at a higher speed than just the handoff from the standstill, you have momentum. You can't arm tackle, especially Saquon Barkley or like a Derrick Henry. If he gets the ball,
not happening.
Not
unless you're Cooper DeJean and just pile driving Derrick Henry.
He's a great tackler, by the way. But then you also have these great play action passes that happen off of that. So then it opens up some of the pass game. So I think a steady mixture of Hurts playing under center, and you're right, Tank Bigsby getting some really wide open plays because they're not gonna play the same type of defense against when he's off the field. They'll change personnel.
Yeah.
So if they can fast enough. So anyway.
It's an underrated trade that they made early on in the season. I remember it was like, he's going to be more so for special teams and things of that nature. No, I think they're going to get him involved in the offense throughout the second half, and he's going to come up with some big plays, in my opinion, because that was electric against the Giants. I know it was the Giants and they were the 25th ranked rush defense heading into the game, but that he looked really good, and even in garbage time.
And by the way, I'm glad you touched upon the Cam Scadaboo thing. And
yeah,
we get a bad rap. Our fans get a bad rap. But you know what? Even our
good
fans
things. They
like
gave a standing O. Yeah, I mean, because the guy puts in a lot of effort. He works hard. He's like one of those tough rumble running backs, right? But that was an unfortunate
me a little
injury.
bit. It scares me. You remember, Adrian Peterson runs like that, where he just
runs
hard.
It
just runs really, really hard. You're like, how much can you maintain that? Well, Peterson did it for like 10, 12, 13 years. I forget if Josh is going to tell me. But a long time. Cam plays with a lot of heart, and I think that we like in Philadelphia, we like heart.
Yep, even if it's the Giants, right? We respect
game,
that.
recognized game.
Absolutely. All right. For over 83 years, Circle Liquor Store has offered the best selection of beer, wine, and spirits in South Jersey. Just a stone's throw away from Ocean City, it's a landmark with a friendly staff. It's no wonder Circle Liquors was named Best of Philly and Best of Atlantic City. With the most competitive prices around, Circle Liquor is now a proud sponsor of the second hour of the Locker Room with Billy Schwein. Throwing a party? Let Chet and his staff make sure you have everything you need. Check out their website at circleliquors.com or give them a call at 609-927-2921. That's Circle Liquor Store. Tell them the Locker Room sent you. All right, just about everyone in our area has heard about the Jersey Man and Philly Man magazine that is run by ex-Philadelphia Eagle Ken Dunnick. But were you aware of their private business network they call the Legacy Club? Every month they hold private events at upscale locations in Philadelphia and South Jersey that attract 200-plus top business people. If you have an interest in attending one of these events and see it's a fit for your business, send an email to ken@jerseymanmagazine.com or call 856-912-4007. That's 856-912-4007. All right, when we return, we'll wrap it up here in the locker room. Nick Earnshaw, Dave Klemic filling in for Billy Schwein right here on 97.3 ESPN.
It's Philadelphia Flyers hockey tonight on 97.3 ESPN and the 97.3 ESPN free mobile app. Listen as Tim Saunders and Todd Fedork bring you all the exciting play-by-play action.
The loose puck, they score! Bobby Brink on the power play.
It's Flyers Leaf tonight. Coverage begins at 7 p.m. It's Flyers hockey all season long on South Jersey's radio home for Philadelphia Flyers hockey. 97.3 ESPN.
Finding an electrician that is dependable, prompt, and experienced is important. Tom Jackson & Sons Electrical Service is just that. Service in Atlantic and Cape May counties for 40 years, Tom Jackson & Sons Electrical Services specializes in both commercial and residential work and provides 24-hour emergency services. No job too big and no job too small. Call Tom Jackson & Sons Electrical Services. They do it all. Call for a free estimate, 609-399-1999.
Call Tom Jackson & Sons for electrical, they're number one.
Hi, this is former Kansas City Chiefs wide receiver David Klemic. Are you looking for the ultimate spot to go catch the big game? Bulldog Sports Bar and Grill in Galloway Township is your home for great food, cold drinks, and non-stop sports action. Whether it's an NFL, MLB, NBA, or NHL game, they've got all the action on their big screen TVs plus one in every booth. Sink your teeth into their famous wings, juicy burgers, thin crust pizza, and signature stromboli. Thirsty? They've got ice cold beers on tap and handcrafted cocktails that keep you refreshed. So bring your crew, grab a seat, and feel the energy at Bulldog Sports Bar and Grill in Galloway Township. It's where sports fans go to win. Tell them Dave Klemic sent you.
Every year, hundreds of children suffer from unintentional injuries or death due to unsecured guns. Camden County and Moms Demand Action South Jersey are asking for your help to reduce gun violence by spreading the Be Smart message.
Store guns unloaded, locked, and separate from ammunition. And talk to other parents about secure gun storage.
It's up to us to prevent these tragedies and save lives. Visit CamdenCounty.com/BeSmart to learn how we can stop gun accidents and deaths together.
Comcast Business can help turn your small business into a connected, secure, modern business. It's how retailers become constantly connecting must-visit shops. How restaurants become reliably up and running neighborhood favorites. how healthcare offices become the data-protecting caregivers that we all depend on, and how wealth management firms become cyber-securing guardians of your information. With reliable connectivity, enhanced cybersecurity, and Wi-Fi backup, your business can stay connected and get threat-ready with Comcast Business, powering possibilities.
Get started with our reliable business internet. Plus, stay connected when you add Wi-Fi backup for just $35 a month. And ask about a $500 prepaid card on a qualifying gig bundle. Call today. Restrictions apply. Wireless Connect requires business internet for additional monthly charge. Taxes and other fees extra. Prepaid card offer ends 11/16/25.
It's Sage Jewelers, the great half-off everything sale, going on now.
Sage Jewelers says everything in the store is on sale at half off, including their watch collection, Tissot, Seiko, Citizen, and G-Shock.
That's right, 50% off their finest selection of GIA-certified diamonds, lab-grown diamonds, engagement rings, top designer jewelry collections, and more.
But hurry, the sale won't last long. Sage Jewelers, the real jeweler. Tilton Road, Northfield. Open every day until Christmas.
You're listening to The Locker Room with Billy Schweim on 97.3 ESPN and the free mobile app.
Welcome back in 97.3 ESPN. Nick Earnshaw alongside former Kansas City Chief Dave Klemic filling in for the Schweiners. We just have a couple minutes before we wrap it up tonight. We have a lot going on. So on Rock 104.1, Game 7 of the World Series will be aired on Rock 104.1. On 97.3 ESPN, the Flyers and Leafs will be tonight. I believe 7 o'clock start for that. Klemic, what a show, man. Fastest 2 hours in radio.
Yeah, that was fast. And I'm going directly to the Mainland game to watch, hopefully, Mainland claim victory of that bridge brawl that we like to call it.
And coming up next at noon, we have Hanging with Henning. What's going on, Mr. Henning?
Just a minor programming adjustment for you. So the Flyers game at 7. We will go to the World Series in progress after
All right,
on
cool.
97.3. So and don't forget, you can listen to the Flyers and the World Series on the 97.3 ESPN mobile app. You can listen to the full World Series on the Rock 104.1 mobile app. And then today, after Hanging with Hennig, we will go to the world's largest outdoor cocktail party, Georgia versus Florida.
Yeah, there we go. A lot going on. What do you got coming up on your show?
Oh, there's a lot
Josh
going
Henning?
on there, too. I think Alex is regretting coming into the show today because we got Tony Jones, cover 6 for The Athletic, coming up at 12:25 at 1 p.m. Holy Spirit High School graduate, Rowan University football player Josh Popper is now a professional boxer. He is going to be part of the November 7th, Friday, Tropicana Showroom in Atlantic City, Boxing Insider Promotions. He'll be on at 1 o'clock. Bruce Selden, the undefeated Absegami High School graduate, he'll be on at 2:25. And, of course, fantasy football with Andy McNamara at 1:25.
Sounds like a fantastic show. Make sure you stay tuned for that. Hanging with Henning, 12 noon. Berardis is in the building. He's got a nice Flyers jersey on. Sean Couturier chiming in. So Berardis will be on. Klemic, we got to wrap things up in just a second here.
I know. This is it's what a great way to start the weekend. And you know what? We're going to have a new graphic up of the locker room. So you can see that online or on our YouTube channel. We'll have a Thanksgiving version of the locker room.
It's November now.
It's been great. Nick, you killed it today.
Thanks, man. Appreciate it. Before we get out of here, I had a text come in from Joey D in VC. 11-6 at worst for the Eagles. So that's the lowest one we've had. I said 12 wins. You said 13. You also said longer for the Schweiner. 4 to 6 months for the Schweiner. Longer than an Embiid recovery time. All right, that'll do it for In the Locker Room. I am Nick Earnshaw. Dave Klemic joined me throughout the 2 hours today. We had a blast filling in for the Schweiner. Glad he was able to jump in. Also, thanks to Fran McLaughlin as well for chiming in for the high school athletes in the spotlight. Thanks for making the locker room part of your Saturday, because nothing could be finer than talking sports with the Schweiner. Hanging with Henning is up next, 12 noon. I'll see you tomorrow with Berardis and the Negadelphian right here on 97.3 ESPN.
The preceding program was paid for by The Locker Room with Billy Schwein.
It's